us just eating.
I was eating popcorn today. We were talking though.
Yeah, we were talking. We talked about a lot of things.
Yeah. It's like a bonus thing for, just whatever.
Just the pure Patreons, those who don't show up live.
Exactly. Oh, I better mute my phone. I mean, I've never listened to him either, but I experienced it. Then again, I did listen to all the podcasts on the podcatchers. Though I'm a little ways behind now, so. But not something I can see live, only via Patreon, correct? That you don't even see it, you just hear it.
Yeah. All right, I have that card added in there.
Lovely.
Yes.
I don't think you can go live on Patreon.
No, I think you need to use another thing.
Okay. Yeah. It's just a little behind the scenes look. Today we spoke about Mikey T's 3D printer and his boat that he made.
Yep.
And I said that his boat needed a little man in it. You always have to have a little man in the boat, you know what I mean? And I ate my popcorn. Colton! And
I hate meatballs.
Mikey T ate some Swedish meatballs. And we spoke about this Trello program. And we spoke about his cell phone not working properly for videos. What is that, Bobby? What the fuck? Football challenge? Oh, that's you throwing a red flag on this stream?
A red and a yellow?
Red
Whoa.
and yellow? That's a double violation. That's
That is
like
double
15
violation.
yards, I think, right there. God damn. We're at like 4th and 30 right now. God damn. That's crazy. Frank wants in. He needs to make his appearance on the pod.
Yes. Oh.
Football challenge. It's like a red flag and a yellow flag. Yeah. Yep. But how was everybody's holidays? You were thinking Facebook? I was first at 2, and I was like, what are these, like, red upside down ghosts? What's going on here? Hey, Frankie. How was everybody's holidays? Was Santa good to everybody? Or Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh? Or Krampus? Days. Or anyone else? Hi, Frank. I saw you were standing on this chair. Your muddy footprints are all over it.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Oh, hello, Frankie. Welcome. It's just like, why aren't you rubbing me right now? Good. Quarry came, so starting that soon? Damn, I can't watch that if you stream it.
I watched Luska Lily play it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's right up your alley.
I know.
It's
I know.
You're going to enjoy the hell out of it,
I know.
I think.
It's got like all these real people in it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like David Arquette's in it. Other people.
I saw some faces that I recognized. I was like, oh, hey, that guy.
Yeah.
He's got a unique bug-eyed expression. I know that guy.
Yeah, all those games have like real people in them. Like the Man and Me Dan had one of the Ashmore brothers, Sean Ashmore. I can't remember.
I'm not familiar with the Ashmores.
Well, he was in X-Men. He was which dude did he play? He was like Iceman, maybe?
Oh, I'm familiar with the Iceman.
Yeah,
I've seen that guy before.
I also bought Last of Us Part 2 on sale, so now I can finally complete that game. Nice. And then like I have to finish Until Dawn, and that has a Remy Malek in it and Hayden Panettiere's in it.
Hayden. Save the cheerleader, save the world.
Yeah. She's a teenager in that game, but I'm like, she's like 35.
Yeah.
So
she was not a teenager in
No.
Heroes, wasn't she?
And that was like over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And then yeah, the Quarry has all those people in it.
I guess she hit max level like a long time ago.
Exactly. Did you see on my YouTube videos what I did for the playthrough of Little Hope? Did you see any of those videos? Like,
No.
watch even a second of them?
Not even a second.
Oh, that's sad. But if you go and look at them, you should see what I did
I will.
and see how. I don't know if you'll be even able to tell what I did.
I'll have a peek
Wait,
and see.
did I put them on there yet? Hold on, I haven't put them on there yet.
Oh, well,
maybe
there.
that's why.
That's why I haven't watched a second.
Oh no, I didn't put them on there. Oh man.
It went from not busy every day to incredibly busy every day.
I'll tell you what I did anyways.
Okay.
So I recorded it on my computer. Nice video. None of my face in it.
Yep.
And I recorded all the audio on the separate tracks. They're still going through puberty at 32. Give them time. God damn, that's crazy. And then I downloaded the VOD, and I had my face, but the lights were out because it's supposed to be scary, so the green screen didn't really work, so it's all like ghostly looking, you know?
Yeah.
So what I did is I put that video, I lined them up so my lips match my voice, and then I cropped down the video of my face, and I moved it into the corner, and then I turned on the I don't know what thing it's called, but it sort of blurs it, makes the edges like more light,
yeah. Soft edges,
and I did it so you can just see like my face, and then whenever I am not saying anything and I'm just paying attention to the game, I cut out my face.
Yeah.
And then whenever I'm saying something, my face pops back on there. Took a lot of work, but I think it's kind of interesting. It worked out pretty good.
Yeah, nice.
I think. Took a bit of effort, but why didn't I upload those? Maybe I haven't delivered them yet, because I have to figure out how to cut it into a bunch of different clips. So there's about 12 trillion cuts.
You got to.
Mm-hmm.
Like seeing my vlog videos and like videos I do, and then looking at someone's screen when they're like doing a YouTube video and they're like have their pointed at their timeline. I'm like, holy Christ. Look at all this stuff on here. How is there so much stuff on here? Like, what is all of this?
On their timelines?
Yeah. It'll be like
well, it's
5 stacks of videos and audio and stuff.
They don't put the video in the one timeline. They have it all.
No, there's like a video that'll go all the way, and then all the cuts will be in there, and it'll be like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah. I guess it depends. I notice
Yeah.
that a lot of people, like when I see the timeline, it'll be like, rather than putting it into the same timeline, it'll have like 5 different timelines, and the one little section that they're using is on the top timeline. It's like, oh, okay, I guess so. I guess that works for you. I don't know. But mine, the one I did for the Little Hope had 4 timelines, because there's like the video of the game, and then there's the video of my face, and then there's the audio track of my voice and the audio track of the game.
Yeah.
So, and I had to make cuts in 3 different of the timelines. The audio from the game just went through the whole time. But then there'd be times where I'd be talking to the stream chat or saying something real relevant, so I cut that out. And I have to cut my face off. But it worked good too, because when I first started it, my face was covering like whatever things people wanted to see. So when I did I actually moved it in the stream. So I would move it from like the left to the right. But when I made the video, I just put it on the right at the start and just mirrored it. So it was like fine right off the bat. So interesting anyways.
Helix's that cat butt reminds me of something out of Terraria.
It does?
Yeah.
What?
Well, not the cat butt, but like the color cycling.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's something in Terraria that does a little rainbow effect like that, and I can't remember what the hell it is.
Ooh la la.
I cannot remember.
What could it be? Who could it be? There we go. Yes. Meowmare?
Oh, maybe it's Meowmare.
Is that a thing?
No, because Meowmare is just rainbow, like a pure rainbow, not a cycling rainbow.
Frank's reading the show notes. Yeah, there's not really show notes this week because there's like jack shit that happened since the last podcast. Really?
What are you talking about? I got tons of show notes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Where are they?
STV episode 111.
Didn't share it with me, I guess.
What? It should
Hold
be
on,
shared
hold
with
on,
you.
hold
Should
on.
have automatic
Hold on,
access.
hold on. Sure is not shared with me.
What the hell? How do you not have access to this?
I don't know. Unless you didn't rename it. Hold on, wait a minute. There's 110s here.
Yeah, there's 2 10s.
No, I only see 2 10s. Unless you saved it to a weird spot.
What? Something's gone wrong with the thing here. Because yeah, you don't have access to it, but you should automatically have access to it.
Damn, I've been cut off. I guess this is I guess the last show is my last show. I've been cut off.
It's actually weird because I am also unable to access the Purple Room Studios drive on my main on like my regular account.
That's weird.
I had to like share stuff with myself. I'm like,
that's weird.
Why is this a thing now? Ooh, no, I don't want to have a Google Meet. I want to have a Google Drive, please.
Google Meet. Let's meet.
I sent you
Nacho,
the
yeah.
access.
We're gonna bop it. It's bopped out of here, man. My boss is on vacation for like a month.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, it still says you have full access. Yep, full access there. Excuse me.
Yeah,
full access there.
Oh, wait. That's weird. Now I can see it. It was not available in any of the folders.
What? Where is it?
So I just went to share with me on the left.
Yeah.
And it appears in there. But if I was actually in like podcast files.
Oh, maybe I put it someplace weird. I must have put it someplace weird.
It's not in the...
Okay, where the hell is it then?
I have no idea.
Couldn't find anything interesting.
I can see you clicking around on it.
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, it's definitely not there.
There definitely was not much happening.
What? It's just like in the main folder, that's why.
I couldn't see it in there either. Unless it's like down below all the videos.
No, you don't have access to the main folder.
Oh, okay.
I have to like grant access to everyone to all their individual folders.
I see.
Even though that's not really needed right now since none of the affiliates are streaming at all. None of the other big purples are streaming at all. Oh yeah, Mosh is streaming still.
Let me type some shit into here.
Do it.
I hate this fucking thing. I haven't played that much since I've been crippled up.
I think I'm just gonna, if I ever get any kind of laptop, it's just gonna be a Lenovo.
A Lenovo?
Yep. I've been buying them for some of the people at work for that need laptops. And I'm like, no, just Lenovo. And yeah, they're so nice to type on. They actually have like keys with some distance on them, with some height on the caps. And they feel really good to type on. You need new tires so you can drive snow on the ground.
Are you all caught up on Willow?
Yes. Oh yeah, I didn't put any of that in there. Yeah, I'm all caught up on all things. So, did you get in your game club game?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I did it this morning.
Did it this morning. That's nice. It was not that long of a chapter. But it got back into, the good stuff. Kind of, maybe.
Kind of, maybe, yeah.
Kind of, maybe.
Kind of, maybe. I just spend a lot of time laying down and then sitting up and then walking around and then laying down and then sitting down and then lying there and then trying to sleep.
Possible. We have 3 episodes to go over, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
I better pull up a synopsis.
We don't have to go like point by point or whatever, but
no.
I don't know how many episodes are left in the series.
I think next episode's going to be the last.
You think so?
Of the last, either of the season or of the show.
Mm-hmm. Curb's gonna have to lay down later to finish the podcast. Yeah. Will this reach the ground? Not quite, but maybe.
What the balls?
Oh yeah, I did watch another movie. Let's put this at the start. God damn it. Piece of shit.
For talk about Wildwood, Prison of Skellen, and Beyond the Shattered Sea, I believe.
Yeah. Yes, we do. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about him. I was gonna say something and I was like, I'll save it.
Save it
for the really big show.
Yeah.
Frank.
Here he comes. He's sick of my butt.
He's like, there's no room on your lap over here. There's no room on your lap.
No room.
Why you do this to me? Showed my daughter how to shovel snow. She did pretty good, but hurt her back. I tried to tell her how to do it, but she said it felt awkward. What she was like lifting with her back, not her knees.
Definitely need to lift with your back, not your knees. That's how you get WCB.
Or was she just pushing it?
You guys don't know what WCB is. That's fine.
It's like OSHA down there, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think it's... These are my shoulders, arms. Frankie, baby. How are you, Franklin?
He's being a big whiner.
Was he?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, just whining.
What a guy. I like your white socks you're wearing. But she used her back. Yeah, that'll make your back sore.
Yes, it will. It will a lot. Always use your legs or your arms.
Frankie, baby.
Crippled up dead stream.
Well, they're separate things, but yeah. Basically. They're separate things.
Separate.
I tried
things.
to watch some things when I was crippled up, but it usually ended up being just like, I'll just put on American Dad because...
You can't pay attention to anything?
I've seen them all, and if I have to stop, it's no big deal. If it just runs when I'm not around, it can go. It's fine. So
when I was as sick there, all I watched was Rust admins bank cheaters.
Oh, nice.
And just screwing with them.
It's the type of thing where I warned and showed, but ultimately she has to learn on her own. Yeah, basically. That's the way kids work.
Yeah. It sure is.
Yeah, I used to watch Wellen, who did Rust videos.
Oh, yeah, Wellen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Quibbs watches Wellen all the time.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting. He's pretty good at that game.
The Mr. Quibbs and Nino were both playing that for a little while.
Rust?
There. Yeah.
Mosh.
It's I've been watching so many Rust banning cheater videos and Dirt Rider who makes trap bases that I'm kind of like, well, maybe.
You have to like
you can go
wake up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, defend your base.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's one of those games where it's like you got if you're interested in it for a week, you go hard for a week and then you put it back down because the server wiped.
Yeah, I mean it's like Minecraft. You can have your own server.
Yeah.
You could have a private server and have no one in it besides yourself.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like the big draw of that is the PvP, where everyone's just everywhere screwing with you.
Yeah, I guess so.
You making friends.
Or enemies.
Friends and enemies, yeah. Hey man, we're neighbors. Why you gotta do that?
Doesn't sound too good to me. But
I mean, watching all that, I was like, maybe I'll play some Tarkov.
Oh, I hear Tarkov is really bad right now.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The dev got banned on Twitch.
The dev did?
Yeah.
He's rescue, that's why.
I don't know. They didn't give us a reason. I don't know if anybody knows yet.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I keep seeing posts from the Reddit Tarkov subreddit making it on the popular page with people be like, I'm done playing this game. I'm not playing Tarkov anymore.
I wonder what the issue is.
The grind and how they've made changes that make the game worse. And yeah.
Oh, they were doing their celebratory drops campaign on the platform. They were banned from that. Right in the middle of the campaign.
They were doing a drops campaign?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
There are theories floating around. Oh, they were wielding replica weapons and pointing them at one another.
Oh, in IRL?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
Drunk on stream.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt celebrating the record high viewership that the 6-year-old game was experiencing. Okay, well they're like, it's essentially demanding that players watch popular Twitch Tarkov streamers in return so that they can receive in-game loot. Well, yeah, that's how drop campaigns work.
Yeah.
So I don't know why that's a problem.
It's not, really.
Well, maybe if I have time to play some Tarkov, I'll fire it up and see how bad it really is.
The menu game?
The menu game.
Nah, don't do it.
I'll do
Just uninstall it. Delete it from your computer.
I had it uninstalled, but then I reinstalled.
Rookie mistake.
It's like I need some kind of realism first-person shooter right now, but I never got playing it because it was installing, and I was like, okay, that feeling's passed.
A realistic first-person shooter?
Yeah. I wanted to go, trundle around Aldi and whatever the hell that other Home Depot thing is there in the mall.
Play Call of Duty Warzone.
I did.
2.
I did.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yes, because there's a Tarkov light mode in that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure we talked about that earlier.
I saw you play it on Discord.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom, and then we should start the show.
Sure, I have a popcorn stuck in my teeth. It's not a good thing. I had pre-streamed popcorn, and now the kernel is stuck in my teeth. It sucks balls. Many balls were sucked. Tonight I'm going out for dinner. It's my roommate's birthday. And his girlfriend is taking us, well, not taking me out for dinner. I'm going with them. I think there's going to be more than us, I hope. So that'd be weird. I would think it'd be more than us, but who knows? Who knows? Should be good. We went to Kelly O'Brien's. Get some pachos. What the fuck? There's an Art of God of War Ragnarok Deluxe Edition book hardcover, I'm assuming, where it's art. It's $170, $180. What am I doing after the podcast? I'm going to go home, eat lunch, and edit the podcast video for YouTube. And after that, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do after that. Shouldn't take that long to edit the video. Yeah. I need to figure out what's for noms. Some sort of delicious sandwich. That's what you should have. He's going to edit the podcast and lay on the floor for the rest of the day. Not the floor. My bed, possibly. I have to go out for dinner, so I'm not going to do that. Have no noms at home? Damn. Peeps, that's what you're going to have? Some peeps? Or do you mean you're calling everybody peeps? Ow. Asmon Golder. Exactly. Bavarian Creamer. Oh my god. What a name. Lick Snatch. The Bavarian Creamer. Are you working today, Mosh? I have to work tomorrow. I've been only working like a few hours every day last week. On a Sunday? Hell no. I don't know. I don't know how it works for you. Mikey T is back.
Okay.
From his Mikey P.
And Mikey Poo.
Oh, God.
The Bavarian Creamer?
Yeah.
Damn.
Exactly. It's a new one. It's a new one for him. I've not heard that one before. Mikey Poo. Mikey P, Mikey Poo.
Yes.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm hitting the record button. Get the video started at the start of the video.
Sacred fumes? Oh my god, disgusting.
Yes.
That's disgusting. So you did record everything.
I have started the recording of the video.
Erotic.
I am already recording the audio.
Oh, do you remember you were like, when we did last Weebus Plebus, you're like, where did the logo go? You're like, I put it on there. Where did it go? I know where it's there. It's on the recorded version.
Oh, I know it's on the recorded version, but I also have it on here.
Oh, okay.
I had it on here so that, when we're doing the thing. All right, yeah, guys, no Weebus Plebus this week. We're saving that for next week.
Yeah. My body was dead.
I had to crank my chair up a little bit.
Crank it 3 times.
Crank it 3 times. I think I cranked it a little bit more than 3 times.
You sure did.
I sure did. And then I said, hello, everyone.
Oh.
Welcome to the Stream Void Podcast, episode 111.
Damn, that's like 3 ones.
It's literally 3 ones.
That's crazy.
It is the first show of 2023.
Yes.
And I am Mikey T.
Yes.
And of course, across from me is Kurbstomped.
Hello.
You can find us everywhere under our respected monikers.
Yes.
You are listening to the Stream Void Podcast on Sunday. No.
Yes.
Wait, depending. on when you're listening
Okay.
to this. But it is currently, as we were recording, it is Sunday, January 8th, 2023, and you are listening to the Stream Point Podcast. This is a show about life and video games and everything in between.
Yes.
And speaking of everything in between, I'm going to go ahead and ask you,
Yeah.
how's your last 3 weeks?
My last 3 weeks?
Yes, because it's been 3 weeks, because we took a little time off for Christmas and New Year's due to both of them landing right on the recording.
Yeah,
of this
that's
show.
yeah, that is crazy. That is crazy.
So we were unable to record through the last 2 weeks, and now it is week 3. And here we are.
Well, I fell.
I heard.
I fell 2 times.
2 times? I
Yeah.
know you fell once, but I
Yeah.
didn't know you fell twice.
So I fell twice. So I've been crippled up. So the first time I fell was coming home. So I worked Boxing Day, which is the day after Christmas, for anyone that doesn't know what Boxing Day is.
Yes, I was there.
I was not there. I was at the warehouse. And I did my work in the morning. Not too much work to do. We just didn't want to get behind, so went in to do it on the Boxing Day.
Yep.
I just left when I was done. So I left at like noon or whatever. And as I was walking home, there was like, you know, the little on a the sidewalk where the ramp sort of is made so you can drive into someone's driveway, and it's like angled down.
Yep.
So there was one of those leading into an alleyway, and it was just like sheer ice that you couldn't really see. So I did one step onto it, and my feet just slid out towards the road, and I just fell like a sack of bricks on my ribs. But I tried to catch myself as I fell with my arms, but since it was so icy, my arms just were like, whoop. So there's like no like bracing myself at all. So I just smashed down on my ribs. I kind of wish there was a video of it because it probably looked hilarious.
So the weather before Christmas was incredibly cold, like negative 30 cold.
Yeah.
And today it is 8 degrees out.
Yeah, it's nice.
Will be 8 degrees.
It's nice today. So yeah, I fell, landed on my ribs, totally crippled myself up. Just, hurt a lot. Couldn't sleep, whatever. So I thought like, okay, I'll go into work on the day after. Take it easy, whatever. So I went into work, and it was easy work that day. Nothing too heavy to lift. So I did my work. And then my boss was at the warehouse that day, and I told him, I'm like, look, I fell. I hurt myself. I'm going to take some days off, whatever, because of my ribs. I can't be lifting stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that was after, because then I went to work at the store as usual, and I was like, I can't sit in this chair. I have to go home. Like, I'm like, I fell, hurt myself. Like, I'm leaving, right? So then he knew. So then he called me like Friday night and was like, oh, I know you're hurt, but like, could you come in and just move some pallets with a pallet jack? Like, that'll be pretty easy. And I'm like, yeah, that'll be okay. Like, it's pretty simple to use the pallet jack, drive it around, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I get there, and then it's like, oh, these skids also weigh like 1,000 pounds each. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I move these pallets around, and I get it done, and I can barely move them. Like, I should have been able to move them fine. Like, if I wasn't injured, I could move them fine, whatever. So then I was totally screwed up.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't even work at the warehouse doing anything. And that was, I forgot, in between that. So I did this. I worked on this was the Saturday I did this.
Yeah.
Friday night, I'm all pained up, and I'm like, I don't want to cook. I don't want to order food. What can I eat? I'm like, I'll go get Chinese food. It's not far away. I can do a quick walk over, bring it home. So immediately step out of my house, fall down again.
Oh, no.
Land on the same exact ribs, all fucked up. So it was brutal. So then after I'd moved all this shit on Saturday, I'm like, I'm not working Monday. And I'm like, I'll call you Monday. I'll let you know Monday night if I'm going to work Tuesday. Tuesday, no. I was like, I can't work. So I didn't. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I went to the store to do desk work. But I was only there till I'd show up at 8 and leave by noon.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I can't sit in this fucking chair here. So I would go home and try to sleep. That was it hurt a lot, whatever. But the worst part is like trying to sleep, where I would like finally fall asleep, but then I would wake up like 10 minutes later because I'd move and like hurt myself, like hurt my ribs, and I'd be like, oh fuck, and then I'd be laying there for another hour trying to fall asleep. So But when I first fell, I had some of my leftover pain meds from my kidney stone, so that made it a little easier. But it also was bad when I don't know. Not that I took them when I was working or anything, but like I find that if I do something like that, I'll be like, I feel good. Like I can reach on the top shelf for this now. Like no problem. And then like later it's like, oh, that kind of kicks my butt. So I think that kind of also what it was when I was, sleeping and be just like, I'd roll over. I don't feel any pain. Just sleep on my bad ribs all night long and wake up and be like, oh my God. So, but today I feel great.
No, it's good.
I woke up this morning. I'm like, I feel all refreshed. And I'm like, realize I'm like, hey, I'm late. I'm sleeping like really weird right now. I'm like laying on my ribs and all sprawled out and shit. Like they don't hurt really that much. So I was like, oh, fuck it. Maybe I'm over it now. So
yeah. Nice.
I didn't think I broke anything. Like I knew I didn't break anything because it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But
Just really bruised.
Yeah. But I was trying to remember like when I crashed my bike and I hurt it's the same side as when I hurt myself before. I was trying to remember like, how long did it take for me to heal up and how long was I hurting and this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, I don't remember how long it lasted at all because when it was over, it was over. And it's just like, I don't really think like, oh, I'm going to hurt my ribs again. I should remember like how long it lasted or whatever. But now I'm just like, okay, I know exactly what I was up against this time. So if it happens again, I'll be able to remember and, think about like, okay, I probably will be hurt for like, about 12 days and then I'll be okay. So, but who knows what I'll feel like later today.
Yeah.
So
I think you got to worry about prevention rather than.
Well, it's true. It's true. I did buy like the little cleats for my shoes now.
Yeah, that's good.
But like, they're only good. Like you can't wear them like I wore them all the way to work one day and there was just not enough ice and snow and shit. And it was just like walking on eight rocks all the way to work on each foot. So like, this sucks. So I'll just, if it's icy, I'll just bring them with me. And if it gets to a point where it's like, oh, I might need them now, I'll just slap them on. But it sucked wearing them all the way to and from work. So.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah,
so
I've got some for when I get out of my truck at work.
Yeah.
Because the parking lot is usually just a big sheet of ice.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was expecting, but nothing like that. So that is I mean, I did fall one other time before that too at work, but I was by the railing, so I kind of grabbed myself. I just hit my knee a little bit.
Yeah.
It wasn't as bad. So yeah, it sucked. I don't recommend it. Don't fall.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Huge.
Especially when you're old like us.
Yeah, I mean, but I think it wouldn't have mattered the age, really.
Probably not. Yeah. Though, I mean, if you're younger, you rebound a little bit quicker.
I guess so. I don't know. Anyways, it sucked, but feeling better now, so.
That's good.
It's good.
It's good.
Yep.
Yes.
Very good. What about your... Oh, and besides that, like, I didn't do really anything for the holidays or anything like that.
Yeah.
Not really, no. I just sort of stayed at home and like, I mean, I was hurt for New Year's Eve, so I just went to bed at like 10 o'clock or tried to. And then Christmas Eve, I just stayed in and my roommate brought me dinner from his like girlfriend's place. So I had that.
Yeah.
That was it really. Lots of fun. What about yourself?
Yeah. Lots of, I guess that 1 week. I'm trying to think now, but the week before Christmas was it was a regular length week, and then I had 10 days off.
Ooh.
Because we don't work. There's no point in coming to work and working for 3 days in between like Christmas and New Year's, because you get two stats. We get 2 stats at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So that would have been Monday, Tuesday, and then there's 3 days, and then New Year's. So nobody really worked except for, like, I guess a couple of the office people worked, because I got a couple messages.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I had said it, but the entire office is now adopting, like the entire head office and everyone in the company is now adopting my system for organizing the jobs and stuff. Yeah. So everyone's going to be using Jira. I've been learning PowerPoint now to make PowerPoint presentations to teach everyone how to do it. On Wednesday, I've got a big presentation. It's going to like be an hour. And I'm going to present Jira, how to use our project within Jira.
Oh yeah.
And all that kind of stuff. So it's been interesting. Since my project doesn't exist anymore, except for, a couple wrap-up jobs now this year, I have more time to work on these kinds of things. And once this gets fully implemented, then I can shift straight on over to the other project and help out there. Yeah, it's been interesting doing Jira slides, PowerPoint slides, trying to think about what I need to teach people.
Are you putting in like cheesy like clip art and stuff?
No.
Oh, dang.
Well, here and there, yes. Maybe a little cheesy clip art. PowerPoint has this thing where it has an automatic slide generator.
Yeah.
So you type in your words and all that, and it just comes up with like it auto does like certain styles that you can do.
You gonna put in like a splicing meme in between one of the slides or something like that?
No. It's all just how to use Jira and how to use the Jira system.
Come on, you gotta spice it up a bit, otherwise it's too boring.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. It's gonna be a long presentation, so
yeah,
hopefully everyone can sit through it.
Yeah,
and do it. But not everyone's a little bit older that I'm going to be teaching, so they're not really technically inclined.
Very good.
And they've all come, like, some of them have come straight from the field and into a manager position, and they're still using like spreadsheets and stuff to keep track of everything. Which, I mean, that was the best way to keep track of everything until the new system comes in.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's going to be my next week, is making sure that goes smoothly
and answering all
of the questions.
Yeah.
Because the way in Jira, the way to search is almost its own programming language based on the JQL programming language.
Sweet.
And so no one's going to be, I'm pretty sure no one's going to be able to pick that up, but a select few. So I'm going to have to be like making filters and dashboards and stuff for people. It's going to be
fun
interesting.
Times.
Other than that, Christmas.
This
is the first year the stars aligned, or last year was the first year the stars aligned, and I was able to do all the families.
Wow.
Because my wife's grandparents had their dinner on Christmas Eve. My father's side of the family had dinner on Christmas Day. And then my mom's side of the family had dinner on Christmas or Boxing Day.
Oh, my.
So the stars aligned. Triple. We got 3 dinners.
3 turkey.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
It's a lot of turkey.
That was a lot of turkey.
Yeah, man.
And then I was supposed to do a New Year's stream and got sick.
Yeah.
So I was unable to do a New Year's stream.
Sad.
So that was when I was just watching Komomo 10, who is a Rust admin, and he just screws with cheaters and then bans them.
Nice.
It's crazy because any server that he admins for, if you have a game ban in Rust, you can't play there at all, ever.
Oh, yeah.
So if you make a new account that isn't game banned, you still get banned.
How does he know, though?
He knows that with hardware IDs and stuff like that, and IP addresses, so he can find you and do it. And he'll like bring people who have several game bans in Rust they've cheated a bunch of times, where he's like, I'm going to find you.
Yeah.
I'm going to follow you to whatever server you go to and keep banning you on the server until they get game banned. And it's funny too, because he'll game ban a bunch of people, but they won't actually get banned from VAC, the Valve anti-cheat. And then he'll be like, well, if they didn't get banned, I guess it's just admin abuse.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Nice.
New Year's. Things are happening. I don't know if anyone out there watched my last vlog video on the old vlog channel, but I'm splitting up the vlog channel into its new thing and keeping the gaming channel as its own gaming thing.
Oh.
And we're going hard. We're going hard back into content creation.
Oh my gosh.
New vlog is coming out today at 3 p.m.
Oh my gosh.
The old wrap-up vlog of 2022. I just kind of put together all the highlights of 2022 into one video.
I didn't make the highlight reel I saw.
No, I don't think you were in any of the vlog videos.
Sad.
We didn't really do anything together last year outside of the podcast.
Not really.
Like there was no couch this, there was no couch dudes.
No. Well, there was in the beginning of the year. There was
I guess there was.
Yeah.
Yeah, just all my adventures outside.
Yep.
Not all of them, but some of them. Got all that together. Started using a tracking system called Trello, which is made by the same people who make Jira.
Oh, now it all makes sense.
And I wanted to have something to keep track of everything I'm doing so that I can stay focused on stuff, but I didn't want it to be Jira.
Too much like work.
But Trello is different enough, especially since you can jazz it up with like GIFs and cards and stickers and colors and stuff like that, to make it quite a bit different than what I'm using at work. So it makes things easier. It doesn't feel like work, but it helps me keep track of stuff like I'm at work.
Mhm.
And that's been really good for helping me stay on track with all the things I need to do for
Nice.
these first 8 days of 2023.
Yes.
Yeah, I got a lot of goals I want to accomplish this year.
Mm.
If you guys are watching the video or have seen the studio live, you may have noticed, well, you can't actually, now that I'm looking at the video, you can't really see it, but the ceiling is painted black.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. What was it before?
It was just like a white ceiling,
Okay.
a popcorn white ceiling, but I pulled all the drywall down and I was like, I'm going to make it cool in here. I'm going to paint it black.
Okay.
But I think it's too dark in here.
And that's why you painted the ceiling black?
No, I painted it black for it to be cool.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's just too dark in here now.
Yeah.
So one of my main goals this year is going to be to tear everything out of the studio here, paint the ceiling white, put it all back in.
Wow.
And then I want to get the rest of the studio. So beyond the door, beyond the camera there, outside is where I'm going to put the streaming setup. This is just going to be the podcast room.
Oh.
Streaming setup's going to be out there. I've already got the VR area all set up.
Oh, my.
And then the plan, of course, will be to get a couch down here, get a TV up there for doing couch dudes and couch this.
Oh, baby. Exciting.
And, yeah. And then I've
Rouse.
got a little bit of a workout area out there, too, because I want to get in better shape.
Turbo squatting.
Yeah, turbo squatting.
You're going to do a squat stream or whatever?
Yes, that's all it's going to be, is just squatting.
Yeah. Nice. Those make a lot of money, I hear.
I hear they do.
Yep.
But got a 3D printer. Been printing things.
Oh, yeah.
Printed my first Benchy, which is like a 3D benchmark for 3D printers. It's
Yep.
got a lot of challenging things in it and came out perfectly. I was quite impressed. And that was like the first print I ever did. And
Nice.
It was didn't have to make any adjustments. It was super easy.
Nice.
Got a Creality Ender V3
Huh?
V3
Uh-huh.
version 2. Something like that.
Okay.
Can't remember the whole thing. But yeah, I got a unboxing and setup video that should be coming out on Wednesday, hopefully,
Oh,
depending on how much editing I can get done over the next couple days.
nice.
That's my deadline, is Wednesday. I don't
Okay.
know if it's going to happen, but we'll see.
Is it
We'll
on the
see.
Trello?
It is on the Trello.
Well, there you go.
Yep.
Sorry, there's a deadline already up. There's no choice.
Yeah. Yeah. Gonna get a lot of stuff done.
Nice.
I played a couple games as well.
Oh, really?
Over the Christmas break, Fist, Forged in Shadow Torch was free on Epic.
Forged in Shadow Torch?
Yeah, it's a terrible name.
That's
It's a
weird
terrible name. But I was looking at it, I was like, oh, this looks kind of good. And I was reading the description, and it's a Metroidvania game.
Oh.
And I love Metroidvania games.
Mm-hmm.
So loaded it up, started playing, and it's anthropomorphic characters and you play a guy with a big fist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a big robotic fist on his back because it used to be part of a power armor, and he's going in to rescue his buddy, who the robotic dogs captured. I can't remember what the heck they're called, and it's really good. The controls are tight. It's got all the standard stuff you would want out of a Metroidvania game, with the back and forths, the different power ups, trying to get into different areas, lots of upgrades to happen. The combat's tight, controls are tight. It looks great. It's like a 2.5D kind of graphics. So all 3D, but on a 2D plane.
Mm-hmm.
It's been super fun. Except I'm at this one part. I'm playing it on my deck, and it plays great on the deck, except this one part where I load into it and it just crashes.
Oh,
like
nice.
this one area I load in and it just crashes. I can't get past it. And it's the place I need to go through.
So you bought this on Epic?
No, it was free on Epic.
Oh, free on Epic.
Mm-hmm.
Does it use cloud saves?
Hope so.
So you can like beat it on the computer and then go back to the Steam Deck?
Probably could. Oh, I wonder if it does use cloud saves. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Because if I can get past that part and
Yeah.
then load it back up on the deck, that'd be good. Though, cloud saves with the deck on Epic don't often work.
No, I'm
Just
sure.
because of the way it works. I don't know why.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Been playing Dome Keeper as well, which I streamed last night.
Streamed it last night.
What was that last night?
It was last night.
It was last night, yeah.
Yep.
And I'm gonna make a what is video on that.
What is Dome Keeper?
Yeah.
What is Dome Keeper?
Dome Keeper is a roguelike mining and wave combat game.
Yep. That's about what Dome Keeper is.
You go down, your dome lands on a planet, you go down underneath your dome, you mine up as much resources as you can, and then you come back up, fight a wave, and then go back down, keep mining.
It's like Missile Command. No, asteroids. No,
more like Missile Command, but you're
Not
fighting
really.
monsters instead.
Yeah.
You have one gun on your dome that you have to like rotate to the left and to the right and try and get the monsters as they come at you.
Astro Blast.
Astro Blast the Mr. Driller.
Yeah. Mr. Driller.
Yeah, you harvest all the resources from underground to upgrade your dome and make the guns better, make yourself better so you can mine faster. One of the big issues I have, though, is playing multiple games in a row. Because you get so far in a game and you get your speed up so fast.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden you get knocked back to square one and you're moving so slow. It's such a jarring thing. You're like, oh my God, come on, man.
Yeah.
That's so slow.
You are super slow at the start of the game.
Gonna make a what is on
Nice.
that. And hopefully that will be out on the 21st.
Nice.
But we'll see.
What is, do you have a schedule for what is, like one a month?
That's what I'm hoping for is one a month, because those are way more involved and there's a lot more a lot more stuff involved in those. So hopefully I'll be able to do that. But I really need an editor. I haven't reached back out to Feldy, as we were talking about yesterday on the stream, to see what he's doing and if he even wants to do this kind of thing anymore. Because I know he's on the road a lot, traveling and distributing and stuff like that. Yeah, having a dedicated editor, I might reach out to the Streamers Evolved group and see if they have a dedicated editor who would be interested in joining me. But, then it's monetization and if they want to be paid and compensated for that kind of thing.
It's exposure. Get paid in exposure.
Begging choosers? Yep.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to find someone who is into that, assisting me in that for the freebies, but I doubt it. We'll see, though. We'll see.
You can send them a 3D printed boat.
I can. Here's your benchy. Put a keyring on it.
There you go. It's perfect.
It is. And we started watching The Witcher on Netflix.
Here I was thinking you were playing The Witcher.
No. We started watching The Witcher with, Henry Cavill and stuff.
Yeah.
It's getting bad. We're like 6 episodes in. They're each an hour long, and they seem way too long.
Oh yeah,
for what they are. But there's a lot of like jumping through time, which they don't explain at all. You don't know when you're forward in time. You don't know when you're back in time. Everything's just kind of happening. You're like, what is going on? Like, I don't understand what is happening.
Yeah, I mean, the show is pretty well universally panned. So.
Yeah, it started out good. Like we were like,
I watched a couple episodes.
I'm in. And it's just been getting like, okay, what is happening? They don't explain a lot. Like the storytelling is terrible. Like there's a lot of stuff that goes like, why is this happening now? You're just suddenly these people and blah, blah, blah. And things are happening and you don't understand why.
Yeah. I mean, Witcher's also a little weird because you don't really, if you've never played the games or read the book or anything, you'd have no idea. Like, oh, everybody hates elves. Like you wouldn't think like, usually the elves are like the high and mighty. Like,
yeah.
In this, they're like the dirty gutter people of the Witcher universe.
Yeah, they explain that pretty well, but they don't explain relationships with characters.
Oh yeah, you're just supposed to know. Like Geralt knows like Triss or whoever. I've watched a few episodes, but
yeah, there's a lot of okay, why is this like this? Yeah. How do you know these people? Like, why are you suddenly like this?
Yeah,
and it's like, damn.
Yeah, I just stopped watching it because I was like, whatever.
We'll probably wrap the first season. This last episode was, I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
What is happening? It was like, yeah. We'll probably wrap the first season and then decide from there.
Well, I mean, like, have you heard the whole thing with him? Like, Henry Cavill's like, yeah, I'm not going to be the Witcher anymore. I'm leaving the series. They're going to continue on and have someone else be Geralt.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I've heard holy fuck.
That's going to be difficult because Henry Cavill plays a really good Geralt.
Yeah.
And by really good, I mean he's just Batman.
Yeah. I don't really like his Geralt voice too much.
It's just grovelly Batman voice.
I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's whatever.
Yeah, it's definitely whatever.
I had high hopes for that because The Witcher 3 is such an awesome game. But no, not so much.
Yeah, and that was about it for my my 3 weeks.
Your media times?
My media times, yeah.
Nice.
Didn't watch too much. Of course, now that we're back to full-time content creation, it's going to be incredibly difficult to do anything else.
Yeah.
Especially working 8 hours a day.
Yes. Exactly. Gonna have to, I don't know, take more caffeine pills.
Just drinking straight caffeine right now.
Wow, crazy.
Yeah, just water with 100% caffeine in it.
Nice.
Diluted.
Nice. Gross. I played not much, being crippled up.
Yep.
But I went back and I played more Star Wars Fallen Order. Yes, the more recent Star Wars game. Sequel's coming out. I was just like, let me just wrap up the achievements in this game. So I went through and I did all the achievement getting in that game, got them all. It took a couple hours, and there's a few things in that game going back to it like that way to do achievements. It's kind of like, I wish they had like a fast travel feature unlocked at the end game where you could like fast travel between save points and stuff like that. They don't have that. So if you want to go like, I missed this thing, it's like the end of the level. You have to run through the whole level to do it, which on Kashyyyk I had to do 3 times because I missed like 3 things over there. And it was like, I have to go all the way back to where I just was. Oh my God. So that kind of sucked, but I wrapped that up, got all the achievements. That's
nice.
A great game. I'm looking forward to the sequel. It should be good. And since I was in a Star Wars state of mind, I was like, I should watch the Rise of Skywalker. I've never seen the Skywalker one.
Gross.
So I was like, I should watch this. And I was like, wow, this movie sucks.
I turned it off halfway through.
It's so bad.
I know.
It's so bad. Like, the things that happen in that movie, like, there'll be spoilers here, obviously, but like, all of a sudden, like, Palpatine is there.
Yeah.
And they explain it. They're like, how did Palpatine get back? This is literally, they explain it by like, what's his name? Poe is just like, somehow Palpatine returned. That's it. That's it. Palpatine came back. The end. And then it's like, they got to find the Jedi, like, not the Jedi, the Sith, like, compass to find out how to get to Exegol, like the planet they're hiding out on. So they have this magical knife that they found that has an inscription in Sith telling the coordinates of where they have to go to get this thing. But C-3PO, it's against his protocol to translate Sith. He can't do it. But they can get like a droid hacker to like make him do it. So they do that, and it like gives him coordinates to a moon of Endor. It's like, that's weird. Okay. So they go there, and it's the crashed Death Star on Endor that the coordinates are pointing to. It's like, that's weird that they would engrave that onto a knife, but okay. And then it's like, it's on the crashed Endor. That's even weirder. And then it's like, Rey just holds up the knife because there's like these weird cuts in it. She holds it up, and it lines up to the like outline of the crashed Death Star with a little arm pointing down. She's like, that's where it is right there. And I was like, they made this knife where they have to stand at this specific spot to point where this thing is? Like, what the fuck is this?
On the crashed Death Star.
On the crashed Death Star.
That is... No, that's dumb.
Oh my God.
That's probably where I about tuned it out. And I was like,
There's other... Like, at the start where all of a sudden the Millennium Falcon is they're like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm light speed skipping. It's like, what the fuck does that mean? It's like he just turns on the hyperdrive and then turns it off, and it's like, oh shit, we're flying around on the surface of a planet in between buildings. Good thing we didn't like come out of hyperspace into a building. Well, that's really lucky that we didn't. Let me light skip jump again. Oh, we're in the middle of an asteroid field. Well, I did crash to an asteroid. That's pretty lucky. Just like, oh my God.
I don't think they researched how light speed works.
I mean, whatever. It doesn't. It doesn't even matter. But it's not even. It's like a thing that's never happened before. They just did it because it was like supposed to look cool.
Yeah.
It's J.J. Abrams, man. He did the same thing in the Star Trek movie, where it's like, we've figured out how to teleport when you're in warp speed. It's like that's never happened in Star Trek ever before. But yeah, okay, why not? You figured it out
in the first episode. Or not, episode 4, A New Hope, when they're preparing to make the jump to light speed.
Yeah, they're like, we have to calculate it.
Yeah.
We can't just turn it on. We'll die.
We could go through a planet or go through a star.
And
or
this
something
one,
like
he's
that.
just like, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off.
Oh my God, that's so stupid.
So bad. I mean, it was interesting. Some of the lightsaber battles are fun and whatever, but it's just like, why? And then like at the end of the movie, Rey goes to Tatooine and goes to like Luke's old house and is chilling out there, and God,
Chilling out there?
like she's gonna live there now. I guess she's done.
Was it okay?
Yeah, it wasn't buried or anything.
It wasn't buried and burnt to a crisp
No, it
because
was just
that's
sorta
what
there.
the stormtroopers did, was destroyed it.
It was a little bit of sand was over it and stuff like that, but it was fine. And then she she gives herself the name. She's a Palpatine. She's not a Skywalker, actually. So she calls herself Rey Skywalker. And there was like, Harrison Ford was in it again, but there was they did some weird CGI to his face because he looked really weird. I don't know. And then there was also scenes of like, Carrie Fisher died, so they had to CGI her in, and she looked weird. And then there was another scene where all of a sudden Leia was a Jedi training with Luke, and they made a young Leia doing lightsaber fights, and she looked weird. Just a fucking really weird movie, man. Like, I don't know why Disney would spend that much money to buy Star Wars, and then just
completely
just
derp
like,
it.
oh, whatever you want to do. Like, if you look at what they've done with Marvel, they have the one guy in charge.
Yeah.
And everything sort of like lines up and makes sense, and it's all like,
It 100% lines up and makes sense.
there's nothing where, well, I mean, a lot of people have been complaining about Thor Love and Thunder or whatever, like that it's kind of weird.
It is weird.
But like everything else is like, there's no Marvel movie where you've been like, oh, that was so stupid. I've seen
Thor Love and Thunder might be one of those
Yeah.
movies.
But like, how many movies have they made? Like 20?
Yes.
They made
tons.
3 Star Wars movies, and 3 of them are just like, this was a turd.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they made 5 Star Wars movies, and the 3 main ones were turds.
Yes.
I haven't seen Solo, so I can't say about that one.
I've heard it was a turd. I've seen it. I didn't think it was that bad.
Yeah.
But I also didn't think it was,
Yeah.
Rogue One quality.
And then it's like they go to a weird planet, and there's a party going on, and they get attacked, and someone's like, I'll rescue them. Let me rescue them. And then, oh, take off the helmet. Oh, it's Lando. Hello, Lando. It's good to see you. It's just like, oh my God.
No party planets, no gambling boats, just get that garbage out of here.
I mean, they can have that shit, but like the way they did it in these movies is just terrible.
Oh yeah, it's awful.
And then if you look at like how good Andor was compared to the movies, you're just like, wow, that's crazy. Even Obi-Wan was better than these movies.
Yes, 100%.
And Obi-Wan is pretty not that great. So
it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I didn't think it was that bad, but
I enjoyed it, but it's
Yeah.
also like a bunch of times I'm like, this is so fucking stupid.
yeah, it's one of those ones that's highly predictable, but we've talked about that a lot before.
Predictable. Well, predictable because we know the outcome.
Yeah,
they all live.
Yeah, they all live.
But it's just like the weirdo shit with like the TIE fighter attacking Obi-Wan, and he's just deflecting the blaster bolts while a TIE fighter just hovers there. Anyways,
It's possible.
anything's possible in
yeah.
the Star Wars universe.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't mean it looks or makes any sense, but anyways. The only other thing that I watched besides American Dad was this movie called Deadstream.
Ooh, Deadstream.
I think it's called Deadstream. It's about a guy, a streamer who like was on the outs for doing these pranks that were bad, and he got demonetized on YouTube.
Highly believable. Yes.
He did a prank where he like paid a bum to fight him, but then he accidentally like injured the bum because the bum had like a brain problem. And
Yeah.
they were in a boxing match, and then he also like threw donuts at a cop and like ran away with his cameras live streaming it and stuff like that.
Isn't this just bum fights?
Basically,
the channel.
Basically. So he's kind of been on the down and outs, and he decides he's going to redeem himself. He got a sponsor, and he's going to spend the night in a haunted house by himself. And he's going to live stream it, and he has like, he's got the GoPro on his face, and he's got like a face forwarding. He's got like a camera facing his face. He plants cameras all over the house, and he's going to investigate the house and see what's up with it. and the house is haunted, and all this fucked up shit happens to him. It's pretty interesting. It's well-ish done.
Mm-hmm.
There's parts where I just was like, okay, why is it trying to be a comedy all of a sudden? Like, there's a part where he has a potato gun in his car, and he's trying to fight these baddies. So he like puts his bobblehead that he has in the potato gun and fires it through like the zombie that's coming at him, and it punches a hole through him, and the zombie's kind of dying, and it slides down the potato gun, like the hole through the zombie, and it's like he's like, no, it's like sliding down towards him as it's dying, sliding down the potato gun, and it gets all gross on his face and shit like that. And I was like, okay, this scene is funny, but like it's not sort of going with the tone of the movie.
It's kind of coming out of nowhere.
So, but it's an interesting movie. I would say like you should check it out maybe, but it's not that good. It's like an independent movie basically. The effects are pretty interesting, but it's just more of a gimmick thing. So has like the most successful live stream of all time though. When he's getting murdered in this ghost house, he has like 6 million viewers. So it was interesting. I liked it, but
nice.
It was So other than that, I haven't played or watched much, but did some Elden Ring, fight some bosses. I beat them. I'm getting so good.
Yeah. I watched Ludwig's review of his chess boxing match.
Oh yeah.
And some of the stuff that happened during there. Mm-hmm. It's pretty interesting. I've actually been watching Ludwig a little bit more than normal, like his YouTube highlights and stuff like that, just to see, because he does some pretty interesting things.
I mean, when you have the funds to set up some interesting things,
for sure.
You can do a lot of interesting things. I have a lot of interesting ideas that I'd love to do, but they all cost money. So I can't do them.
Yeah, he was saying that for like the League of Legends like World Championships, he bought like a $50,000 box to watch the championships from.
Oh yeah.
But it was like the premium top box. You got, I think, 12 seats and 14 food tickets.
Mm-hmm.
But the way the box was positioned to the stage, you couldn't see anything.
Oh, nice.
You couldn't see the screens. You couldn't see the people. Everyone was behind their monitors, and you're like, oh my god.
Nice. $50,000 well spent.
Yeah. But yeah, that chess boxing match was pretty cool. The way they had it rigged up and the way the people, who the people were that were in it. I can't remember anyone who was in it. The first round was a boxing and then Smash Bros. One. And the guy he invited for the Smash Bros. One he was from Australia. I can't remember his name. But
it was Crocodile Dundee, I believe.
I think he paid him.
Yahoo's Serious.
Yeah, I think he paid him $25,000 to do it.
Yeah.
And then the guy didn't do any of the boxing training.
Oh god.
So he got knocked out in the first round of boxing.
Nice. That sucks.
Yeah. And then watching, there was the girls round was pretty cool too. Because one was just like a full-on chess champion.
Oh yeah.
And the other one wasn't as good at chess, but the chess champion wasn't as good as boxing, so it's like pretty evenly matched.
So do you take your head blows first and then do chess?
No, you do chess, and then you do boxing, then you do chess, and then you do boxing, and then you do chess.
Oh my god. You just get worse at chess as the night goes on.
3 rounds of each.
Your brain would be all scrambled. Be like, king me. Be like, we're not playing checkers.
It was pretty cool to watch. I quite enjoyed it.
Interesting.
And the last round, which was like a surprise round, was Ludwig versus I can't remember what the hell his name. He's like a VO artist.
Oh yeah.
But he does like crane games and stuff like that, like those Japanese tombola crane games.
Yeah.
And so they did a chess slap fight match.
Oh god.
And Ludwig was like, it was funny too, because he was pulling his slaps. Like he was missing his slaps and everything like that. And the other guy was just like, bam, right upside the head.
No, you never pull your slap. Never pull your slap.
It's so funny watching people who are friends do that to each other.
My face.
It's pretty funny. Yeah, I highly recommend actually checking it out. It's quite, like, even just watching like highlights of it, it's very entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
I was quite impressed with like the theatrical production of the entire event. It was really cool.
I've never seen like more than 5 minutes of Ludwig during his like last streamathon on Twitch, I think it was, where it was just them sitting in a gym 5 minutes looking at their phones, and I was like, okay, I've seen enough of this to ever come back again. So. Yeah,
that's the behind the scenes unedited stuff where it's like, okay, they're just living their lives. That's cool.
Yeah, I was like, I don't need to watch this.
So yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's about it for me.
Yeah, me as well. Let's slide on over. It's been 3 weeks. We've got 3 episodes of Willow.
Oh yeah.
We're not gonna go into the deeps of each, but we have the Wildwood episode.
Yep.
The Prisoners of Skellen episode, and the Beyond the Shattered Sea episode.
Yeah, I watched these 3 last night, so they're kind of fresh in my brain.
Oh, yes.
But
I'll let you take the lead then.
The thing that really stood out to me is like the music in these episodes. Just it goes from just like a weird cover of a pop song to like an orchestral score, and it really takes me out of it. I don't remember exactly what songs they were doing in this one, but it was like these ones, I should say.
Yeah.
But as I was listening to them, like they're just, I don't know, they don't do it for me really. And I get this show is like a teen drama basically.
Oh, it's 100% a teen drama.
But it's just getting like on my nerves basically now.
Oh yeah, the final episode, I was like,
I know. Like they just keep flip-flopping. Like Willow's like, we got to keep going. And then they get to the edge of the Shattered Sea. And they're like, I'm going home. I've had enough of this.
We can't go any further. I'm out of here.
Yeah. And it's just like, oh my God. And it's just so corny and whatever.
Oh, it's super corny.
And like, I still don't understand. Like in the first friggin' episode, Kit like straight on kissed Jade on the lips, full on. Like love kiss on the mouth.
Yeah.
And they're still like, oh, well, gee, I don't know. Like, so finally they're like, oh, I love you or whatever. And it's like, didn't you do like a full on love kiss at the start of the show? Like, what is going on here?
Who's the guy who's in the cage? Like
that was Christian Slater.
As
soon as I heard
his name for some reason, like, oh my God.
As soon as the guy started talking in the cage, I'm like, that sounds like Christian Slater. And then I was like, was Christian Slater in the Willow? Like, he might have been. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know either.
He could have been in the original Willow. I'm not sure. I haven't seen Willow in forever. But as soon as he started talking, I'm like, that's Christian Slater.
Yeah, 100%. That was Christian Slater. Let me see if he's in the
so
movie,
I did enjoy the trolls, like having like, oh, just... are we savages to you? Like, what are you talking about? We're like, you know what? I don't like Nelwyn, so please just don't talk unless you're spoken to, okay?
Yeah, all the trolls were very eloquent and polite.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny.
So I enjoyed that. But yeah, Christian Slater in the cage. They introduced him just to die, basically. I mean, I guess maybe he'll live later, but it was a lot of like teen angst, like, oh, my dad didn't like me as much as he liked this other girl, Laura Dannon. Yeah. And, you know, just a lot of like, I don't know. He's lying. No, I'm telling the truth. No, he's lying. I didn't. He stole it. But yeah, he stole it first, so I stole it back. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, that episode, this is the one, the Prisoners of Skellen episode.
Yeah.
It was so dark.
Yeah, it was dark.
Like, it was dark as frig. I had to turn the HDR off on my TV and jack the brightness. I couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is going on here?
I know. Yeah, it was very dark.
Yes. Over these 3 episodes, Borman remains the highlight of every episode, I feel. Like,
yeah, the best part of these 3 episodes is when in the Wildwood, they get captured, whatever. Borman's taken to the tent, and he's like, are you thinking what I'm thinking of? And she's like, I don't think so. And she's like, tie him up, take him to my tent and tie him up. He's like, I think you are thinking of what I'm thinking. But he's describing his escape, and they have him, he's in the waterfall, like washing, and he's flipping his hair around and everything, trying to be all sensual. Yeah. I was cracking up with that part. That part was hilarious. But yeah, Borman is like the highlight of the show.
So we essentially, in that episode, the Wildwood episode, we eventually find out that Jade is actually a bone reaver.
Very convenient.
Very convenient.
Very nice turn of events here. And they keep talking about, like, I haven't seen you in 80 moons or whatever. Like, does that mean like 80 weeks?
Or 80 new moons, I think. 80 like full moons or something like that.
So that's a week, right? I guess.
Full moon?
Yeah.
A full moon cycle?
Yeah. Isn't that 7 days?
2 weeks, isn't it?
Okay.
So
it's like 80. So it's been 80 moons since Borman's seen her.
Yeah.
Which is if it's 2 weeks, that's like not very long. And then same thing with Jade. It was like she's been gone for 20 moons or whatever. Maybe it's different in this world. But it's like you wouldn't recognize your sister after like 8 weeks or whatever it was. Like, holy shit.
So it's almost a month is a moon.
Okay. So 20 months, 2 years, you wouldn't recognize, like, hey, this redheaded girl, she could be like my sister or something. I don't know.
I mean, 80 moons on this.
Yeah.
In this, it might not be Earth. Who knows what planet it is, right?
Well, yeah.
So
I don't know. Generally, these fantasy worlds sort of behave the same as the real world for what's going on. But yeah. But again, like, Kit's still annoying.
Oh my God, she's still annoying. Still annoying. Hasn't grown, hasn't learned anything, still freaking annoying throughout the entire thing.
Laura Dannon is just like, oops, I dropped the very important wand again. But conveniently it landed right where we're going to be, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Willow is fine, but also like just on the drop of a dime, like, oh, I'm going home. I've had enough.
Yeah. Well, like, he did get
he had his like
vision of his daughter.
Fake vision of his daughter. Like, he wouldn't be able to be like, oh, the crone is fucking with us. Like, he's a wizard, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just annoying me a lot.
The last episode, Beyond the Shattered Sea, this is episode 7. It starts out and we find a girl with
Eric. Yeah.
And it just goes from like,
yeah,
she just flips like 180 like instantly when he says he's a prince, and I'm like, holy, what is this writing in this episode? Like, how? What?
I know. Well, and then it's like she's not human or anything.
No.
She's like one of those.
Oh, she's like I'm pretty sure she's the crone.
Oh, I thought she was like a demon woman or like those weirdo bird things that they send to capture.
Yeah.
I thought she was one of them, just looks different, but who knows?
No, I'm pretty sure she's the crone.
But she's like there to like seduce Eric, so he gets a nice, haircut and a dye job at the end of the episode.
Yeah. I think some of the best visuals are in this episode, like when there's a part in the episode where they're crossing the shattered sea with like this mud creature and a cart. And it's all like the atmosphere and the Shattered Sea is really cool. Like, it's just barren with a few islands here and there, but it's like there's like 2 inches of water on the ground at all times. And Graydon finds out that he can actually do magic.
All of a sudden, grabs a wand and fires off like the most powerful lightning shot of all time.
Yeah, he actually uses his pan flute.
It.
And
must be a bard.
Yeah, and so there's a lot of montage of training with Kit and Jade and Willow and Laura Dannon and Graydon.
Yeah.
And the visuals in this whole part are really cool. I really like the music that they put in here and the cinematography in this area.
It was
I think
weird.
They blew the entire budget right here.
Well, it's just like they're standing on the water. There's nothing around them, and you just see like the universe or the galaxy reflected in the water. And I was like, are they flying in outer space now?
It didn't make any sense, but it looked really cool.
It's just so much. And then like, why did Graydon shave his beard? Like, what was the point of him shaving his beard off?
I don't know. Maybe he had another role in another movie.
To make a funny joke about how like, oh, you shouldn't have shaved off your beard. Like, girls love beards. It's like, why didn't you tell me that before?
Like, yeah, that didn't make any sense whatsoever to have that in the movie. But I think he might have had another role in another thing and he would have had to shave.
I don't think they would. I don't know. He's not big enough of an actor to be like, I got to go away from the Willow set for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think
that's the only thing that really makes sense to have that joke in there, though, for.
Maybe just something later where he has to wear a gas mask and it has to be a tight fit, so he had to share it.
Yeah, it's got to be something that where he had to shave his beard for.
I don't see him
reason.
having another role, though, that made him had to shave his beard. So, yeah, it's just whatever. It's very weird. So, I would, I don't know. would I recommend this show? The earlier episode, and then like all of a sudden, Willow finds some brownies that just happen to be living in the trench by the Bone Reavers.
Yeah, that didn't make any
and
sense.
And it had
either.
like what's his name? It was like he was just doing like a stand-up comedy routine. Like, kids these days, she wants to be famous.
Yeah, well, that was. I mean, he was the brownie who played the brownie in the.
No, I know.
Movie,
I
cool.
recognize him. I don't remember his name, but he's been in lots of movies. Like, I know him. He was in Usual Suspects and whatever. But it's just like they let him just do like a friggin' ad-lib stand-up routine down there about kids these days just want to be famous for no reason. And he's like, how are you going to be famous? She's like, decoupage. It's like, would anyone even watching this show know what decoupage is?
I doubt it.
Anyways, whatever. It's a very weird. It's gotten very weird now.
Yeah, it's yeah, because especially when they reach the end of the Shattered Sea, and Kit
they're like,
and
we gotta
Allure
yeet ourselves.
It's like a big waterfall, and they're like, we gotta yeet ourselves over. That's the only way.
Yeah,
it's like okay.
But now they're like love. They're like sisters now.
Yeah, now they're okay.
They're
with
buddies. They're pals.
And they go up, and the last part of that is Eric's all transformed into like ultra badass boy.
Yeah,
in quotations,
he got
badass.
He got a conservative haircut and a brown hairdo.
Yeah,
it was weird. I don't know. We'll see what happens in the next episode.
Yeah.
But it's not really doing it for me.
No.
Though I will say, after I watched Star Wars, there was the special features on Disney Plus, so I looked through it, and then there was one called like Warwick and Son, and it was about how in The Rise of Skywalker, they had Warwick Davis do a scene as Wicket with his son playing like his Ewok son.
Yeah.
And it was like a story about how he became Wicket, and it was like 5 minutes long, and it just showed him as a kid being Wicket and how he got the job as Wicket because he could do like a handstand.
Yeah.
And he's doing man, I recommend you should watch this thing, because as I watched this little 5-minute documentary about it, I just had a smile on my face the whole time. It was just so good.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah,
I think I will watch that.
Totally check it out. And then I had to watch Willow. So, yeah, it's weird. I guess I'd recommend it, kind of, but not really. And like the way they talk, again, that just puts me out of it. The way they talk is like
the way they talk is 2023 teen drama.
Almost, except they don't say dead ass or no cap, but like it may as well.
It's coming.
You think so? I don't think so.
They've said some stuff where I'm like, okay, that's way too
like
recent.
when Borman was just like, she comes into the tent, he's like, you look like wowza. I just was like, oh my god, this fucking show. So I get it's not for me, but I won't say it's bad. I just say it's not for me, really.
Yeah.
And this is coming from a guy who really liked Miss Marvel and She-Hulk, so who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. Unless you're like 11, 13, somewhere around there, you can watch it.
Yeah, you'd probably love it, actually.
That's yeah. They didn't really do enough to bring the people who like Willow in.
I don't know. I'd have to rewatch Willow and see what its tone is like. Maybe it's just like this, and I don't remember because I watched it when I was 12.
It is a little made for kids.
Yeah.
But it's not like modernized made for kids. Because I watched it not too long ago.
But like, do you remember though? Like, was it modernized for like kids in the 80s? Like, where they've been like, hey, Mad Mardigan, that was radical.
Nah, they did not do that. They did not do that at all.
Oh, they had some Val Kilmer fakery in this episode.
Was it not him doing the voice?
He can't talk anymore.
Oh, he can't talk. Okay.
No. His like voice box is all fucked up. So I don't know if they just used AI or just used clips of like.
Oh, they probably used AI.
That's the same thing actually in Star Wars. They did the exact same thing because they had like when Rey was like beat up by Palpatine, they had all the Jedi talk to her. So they had like voice clips of Mace Windu and Anakin and whatever, but they also had Sir Alec Guinness's voice. So they must have just clipped together pieces of Star Wars because he somehow said Rey to her.
No, they would have AI'd it.
Nah, it didn't sound that good.
Yeah.
No,
Was
I don't
kind of
think
like
so.
choppy and
I
stuff?
think they probably clipped it together.
The AI voice generation now it's
better, but
it's super good.
But look at the stuff they're doing with like faces on Star Wars. They can't even deep fake them so they look good.
They can.
Nah, they haven't done a very good job.
The one episode of Mandalorian that you haven't watched yet?
With Luke?
Yeah.
I've seen the clip. It doesn't look that good.
It looks pretty good.
No, I could tell. Well, I mean, I know it's not him, but as I saw it, I was like, oh, that doesn't really look like Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker.
Depending on which episode you're watching. Like, which episode are you...
Well, I saw the clip on YouTube of when he picks up Grogu.
like the final episode of the season. Yeah. It's better later.
Okay. But even in like Rogue One, when they show Grand Moff Tarkin, I'm like, oh, that looks terrible.
Yeah,
or Princess Leia looks terrible.
The Rogue One, that was way back when they were still developing the technology.
Even still in this Rise of Skywalker I just watched, all of the times they did it looked terrible.
Yeah.
You could immediately tell.
If you watch, there's there's an episode of Corridor Crew where they fix that last scene of Mandalorian and do a proper deep fake with their style where they put in like tons of hours into it. So,
but that's what I mean.
And it looks really good.
Disney can't even do it properly.
No.
So. Anyways,
it's like you could have had him talk. You could have had Mark come in and talk.
Yeah, but he doesn't even sound like Luke anymore. He sounds like an old Luke. He's like 60 years old, 70 years old, 80 years old.
A little bit.
So, yeah,
how old is Mark Hamill now?
Well, he's got to be close to 80.
Oh, 71.
Yeah. Okay. So he's 70. Yeah.
He's born in 51. Wow.
It's yeah.
Still going strong though, which is nice.
Yeah. But yeah, Willow. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll finish it off, but it's like my least favorite of any of the. Is it my least favorite show we've done for this segment? I don't know, man. I think I gotta say maybe my least favorite was Lupin.
Well, Lupin was more of a Weebus Plebus.
No, not the movie, the show.
Oh, right, Lupin, Arsene.
Yeah,
Arsene Lupin.
Like that had a bunch of stupid shit in it too.
We did not finish that though.
Well, we watched the first season.
Did we watch the whole first season?
Yeah. It ended with his son getting kidnapped. That was the first season.
Yeah.
So, it was just like he was incredibly dumb in that show.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of if I had a harder time watching that or this, and I definitely had a harder time watching Lupin.
Yeah,
where Lupin was like a struggle to get through, whereas Willow isn't a struggle. I can get
no,
through
it's
it
not
easily.
a struggle. It's just like, wow, this is
silly. Why would you do this?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but still entertaining to watch.
Yeah. Anyways, Willow. Hopefully the next episode's the last one.
Yeah, I think it will be.
I don't know, dude. I think it's going to be 12 episodes, so there's probably 3 more.
You think so? It feels like it's wrapping up.
Well, what are they wrapping up? Like the next episode
they're
is
at Immemorial City.
Yeah, but only 2 of them are. So Eric is going to convince Jade or Laura Dan and Kit to become bad guys. And then the Willow and everybody else is going to have to come and appeal to their goodness in the next 2 episodes.
Hey, or it could just be Kit and Danon start the Rumble, and then everyone else joins in.
No.
And then Finn.
No. No, I don't think so. So, who knows? But we'll see anyways. Excuse me. I apologize.
Yes. Very good. Very good. All right. Let me adjust this marker a little bit. No, stop it.
Mark it up.
I'm trying to... I put that marker in incorrectly. Insert mark. There, we're done. And now it is time for Game Club.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, each week we play a game.
Mm-hmm.
The same game. And we wrap it. We go all the way through. Play
Not
the
in
entire
one
thing.
Episode.
Not in one episode, no. We are on episode 10, chapter 10 of Plague Tale Requiem. Of course, we played Plague Tale Innocence to begin with the last time. And now we're on Requiem. We were on chapter 10.
Yep.
And yeah, we just play a chapter or a segment or a timed interval of the game, and then we talk about it.
Yes.
And luckily, this game has chapters.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and chat about chapter 10. So, as we talked about last podcast, my game,
my
CPU
crashed.
cooler
had
that's
died.
right.
Yeah.
And so I was getting like 100, not 100, like 10 frames a second in this open area of the map. and I had to go out and get myself a new cooler. So I went out and did that, and now everything is fine.
Mhm.
But then I had to play the rest of the chapter,
Yeah.
and there was still like, you were talking like, oh, it's like 10 minutes. And I'm like, holy man, there's a lot longer than 10 minutes after where I was.
Well, thought you were at like the end of the guard area.
No, I was just
you were
beginning
like at
of
the
guard
start of the
area.
guard area. Yeah.
So I had to like do all the sneaking, do all the prism lighting
Yeah.
of the grass on fire, get
Yep.
through all that, do all the storyline, and then roll into chapter 10.
Yeah.
And chapter 10 opens up.
Yeah.
And we're back in the open flowing area of the festival.
Yeah.
And we get to go run around and do some stuff.
I didn't. I just went straight. down there.
I was thinking about it because we had talked about the windmills and doing the puzzle for that and getting into the other place.
Yeah.
But I was like, do I really want to do that? No, I'm just gonna go all the way through.
Yeah.
And go straight to the fort.
I don't know if the armor piece really does that much, but yeah.
Right, because it's a piece of gear.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, as I was running there, I saw it on my elbow, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I got that piece of armor. That's right." So we have to get to the fort. No, we have to get to the tower so we can see where we're supposed to go to next. So we climb the tower, and it's like, "Oh, there's a fort over there. Ooh, it looks really scary. We got to go to this fort." So let's head over to the fort. And basically, the whole chapter is just getting to this fort.
Yeah, and one of the main mechanics, I guess not the main mechanic, but we open up a little bit of a mechanic where you take a grappling hook and fire it into you with your
as if that crossbow could fire that giant anchor.
And so you fire it into like pieces of rope that are conveniently attached to other pieces of wood, and then you can pull shit down.
Yeah, there's two like mechanics they introduced in this chapter, so that's the first one. I had 5 crossbow bolts at this point, so I just killed everybody.
Yeah.
But
I killed those who needed.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do. If they had no helmet, they got a rock. But if they didn't have a helmet, they got an arrow. But I found out online. I don't know how I came to it, but you know how you have your little abilities you can level up.
Yeah.
So I found out how you level those up. You would never guess how you level them up because there's 3 different abilities, right? There's like aggressive, cunning, and another one I can't remember.
Uh-huh.
So you would think like aggressive, obviously, you kill somebody.
Yeah.
And you'd think like it's like evasive or something like that. You think, oh, you avoid somebody.
Yeah.
And then the other one is like, I can't remember what it would be. So it'd be like, I don't know. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So the way they level up is literally they level up by how many people you kill.
Yeah.
So if you kill 2 people, the top one levels up, you kill 2 more, the middle one levels up, you kill 6, the bottom one levels up.
Huh.
So if there's 15 people in level, you kill 6, you get your maximum level from that.
Yeah.
But like, as if you would ever think that. Like,
no, that's weird.
Yeah, it's so stupid. So it's like, I'm like hindering myself because I'm sneaking by people thinking that's how my sneaking goes up. But no.
It's all about killing people this episode.
So anyways, I killed all these guys in here. Unfortunately,
so these are all slavers, and we learned that there are a lot of slavers on the island, and they're trying to actually summon the boy.
Yeah.
A
trail of blood will bring the boy or something like that.
Yeah, and then they can worship him and be his servants.
Gee, it's like we're following this trail of blood. Huh,
yeah, that's weird. Following a trail of blood, going to the same place.
Unfortunately, I do not have the upgrade to allow me to recover crossbow bolts at this point. So I was out of crossbow bolts after this segment, and I really wish I had them for later in the segment, because this section leading to the keep, where you have to like fight towards the bridge and go under the bridge to go through the crack or whatever, was a fucking pain in the ass for me. Just they introduced these new firebomb guys that throw firebombs at you, which is good and bad. Like, if you get hit, it's bad news. But like, they're so stupid. Like 5 times, Buddy killed himself.
Yeah.
He'd like throw the bomb and it'd hit like a wall next to him, and he'd set himself on fire. So you're an idiot, Buddy. Or they throw them where I was, and the guy was chasing me was right there, so he'd get burnt up.
Yeah.
But it was just annoying because I'd be fighting these armored guys with a helmet. You can't get the helmet off. So I would hit him with tar.
Yeah.
Then hit him with the dignifier. He'd be like, oh, and he'd just put the fire out. Be like, come on, burn him to death here. Like, fucking Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I had that problem as well with Ignifier and
Such
the tar.
a pain, man.
They would just stun them for microseconds.
It's just a waste.
Yeah.
In the first game, you could kill guys or get them to take their helmet off.
Yeah,
and then
so
kill them.
those pot guys, they pause before they throw, and then you can hit
blow
their
them
pot.
up. Yeah. No, that's fine, but it's all the other idiots that would just you can do nothing to them.
Yeah.
Like, what a pain in the... I mean, if you have a crossbow, you could do it, but
yeah,
crossbow bolts are few and far between.
This chapter was just the right amount of gross, shocking stuff that the flavor was okay. Like, whereas when we were talking about, like, the second chapter where you had to, like, wade through all the pig blood and shit like that, that was just overly grotesque.
Yeah.
And it didn't really fit. Whereas this felt a little bit more fitting to the
like, when
story.
we get to the chapel and there's all the flayed bodies and shit, you know, having the blood on the ground is like, well, it's part of the prophecy, so... There was a reason. I mean, it's still gross. The guy did it, but like there was a reason why he did it.
Yeah, it makes more sense to the storyline. Whereas
before it was just like, oh, you fell into the like refuse pit. It's just full of pig blood and pig bodies. It's like that's gross. So
yeah,
I mean,
every combat section in this, I just ran through.
Oh yeah,
I was like, I'm not killing anyone. Screw all you guys.
I mean, I did eventually, like, and that's the other thing is like can she run? I couldn't figure it out again. I would move slightly faster than a walk, but I couldn't run really.
Yeah. I would sneak through, kill some guys, but as soon as I got fully caught, I was just out of there. Just run straight to the exit, and that's it.
So thankfully, what happened to me is like I got spotted, but I had made it far enough that I got like a checkpoint halfway through the chapter. So not the chapter, through the segment. So then when I respawned, I was like in a decent spot to continue on. And I would just, if I got spotted, I would just like walk in a circle with the fire guys throwing fire bombs at me until they would hit the guys with helmets and burn them to death. And then finally I was like, okay, I'm going to get the fuck out of here. And I finally got out. But yeah, it was annoying as hell to do this fighting segment or whatever.
Yeah, the rat areas were pretty cool, but I had the problem where the rats didn't do what they were supposed to do.
Oh, like they would bite your toes?
Yeah, they would be like, I'd be fully in the light, and they'd be like, oh, no, you're dead. I'm dead.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is going on?
The only time I died to the rats was when I intentionally died because I was like, fuck, I got spotted by this guy. All right, kill me, rats. I'll respawn. But finally, I just figured out the easy route through that because that area, like the first segment you get through, you don't have to fight anybody. It's just the rats.
Yeah.
So you use the new ability you get where she can use her prism to like absorb light and
cast
like,
it around.
Why is there just like magic in the game all of a sudden? Anyways,
that's
I guess
not magic. That's physics.
Is it?
Not even close.
And then the second segment, you have to get through. Like there's guards, but you also have to like get through the rats or whatever. And I kept like trying to sneak around, and there's guards to the left, guards to the right. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? So finally, I had my crossbow. I had 2 bolts. There's one guy at the top of the stairs crouching down looking at something. So I just came up, shot him. The other guy downstairs heard it, came up the stairs. I shot him, and then that was it. I could get across. I didn't have to do anything else. So then I just went across, and again, I found a crossbow bolt. So the guys are chasing me, and I'm like, fuck, okay, I'll shoot him. And I would shoot him with the crossbow, and then whatever. I don't have any more bolts, so I kind of am out now. But
yeah.
But in the next segment, you know, we go into the temple, and they have the like, you know, the fresco of like the chosen child and his protector. And I guess we find out that they were torturing. They took back in the day. Maybe this is where they took the child's protector and killed her. I don't know. I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah,
in this
I'm pretty sure
story.
they took the child's protector back to this area and chained her up there and tortured her.
Yeah,
because she did not want to, or he, I don't know. I think it was a she.
It was
did
a
not
she.
want to give up the child.
Yeah.
To all these medical experiments and stuff that they were putting him through, the alchemical experiments.
Yeah. So then we figure this out. We go upstairs, and then this guy, what is his name? Marco? I don't even remember his name.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
He like catches us and is like, oh, you see what I did for you? Like, I killed all these people for you. Don't you like it? We can be, you know, we can take over the world. You don't need helpers. You need servants, and we'll help you and whatever. And then we have a whole battle where we have to fight these guys off while Hugo's whining.
Sophia kills
what's
his face.
So they hide out and all these guards are coming and, there's infinitely spawning crossbow bolts, which is good.
Yes.
And she's like, Hugo's like, let me go, I can help. And Sylphia's like, no, you gotta, and you have to kill all these guards. And he just keeps whining, let me go, let me do it, let me go. And I'm like, fuck, is he ever, like, what's the deal here? Is he ever gonna do anything, or what is gonna happen here? So finally I kill enough of the guys, and then Hugo's like, I'm gonna kill everybody. So he comes out and he just goes like hard with the rats and like destroys the whole area.
Yeah.
And then we can escape on a boat.
Yeah. At the beginning of this chapter, when we first meet the slavers, Hugo loses it a little bit and kills them all with rats. And this is the first time that Sophia sees this and is like, okay, that's a little bit to take in there. Let me
you should have
process this a little bit.
You should have let me know that he was a rat murdering machine.
And then when you're going through, sneaking through, and before you get to the rats, there's this little scene where Amicia walks into a room and some guard punches her out, and then Sophia jumps on him and kills him, which repays her blood debt to Amicia.
Yeah, but she does it again too.
Yeah, she does it again. So at this time, because Sophia's really only with them to repay Amicia's blood debt, and she's done that, but she continues to go with them.
Yeah,
which is interesting. But in that room, there's a portcullis which has to get raised, and then Amicia and Hugo go down behind a cart full of bodies that the slavers are killing to get those bodies out of there to, keep getting the rats summoned. And this cutscene was so bad, like with there's a bunch of slaves pulling the cart, a bunch of slaves back in the cart all dead, a bunch of guards, but everyone was clipping through each other, and I was like, what the hell is happening?
There was one slave guy that was like standing next to the guard, and I was like, that's a little weird, but everything else was okay.
Yeah.
But
there was one slave pulling the cart that was in the cart. Just fully in the cart.
No, it was not that bad for me, but I'm playing on Xbox, not PC, so. Yeah, anyways, I was not a huge fan of this chapter. I'm not a huge fan of this game, actually. The first one was so much better than this game, in my opinion.
Yeah, that is also my opinion so far. This one has just so much fighting.
It kind of sucks because like after last chapter and the chapter before, it was kind of turning a corner where I was like, okay, this is more like what I'm thinking of here.
Yeah.
So this chapter kind of like, it's just, they took all the like the ability you had in the first game to like defend yourself and just removed it. Like, why can't I not? Why did all of a sudden the guards figure out like, oh, if I get hit in the head, I don't have to take my helmet off. I can just stay with the helmet on. It's just
because you used to be able to get guys' helmets off with the alchemical stuff.
So this is just in the first game they designed the levels better, so you could, it still would be challenging if you got a guy to remove his helmet. Whereas this one, it's like they couldn't figure out how to do it, so they just were like, no, they just won't be able to do that anymore.
Yeah, and the whole 2 hits before you're dead thing, it makes it so you can just play fast and loose. Like you don't have to fight anyone. You can just run through everyone and be like, just go to the door where they can't get through.
Yeah.
It makes it not as frantic and makes it less challenging, I think.
Yeah,
like that.
A bunch of times where I got hit by a guard, knocked down, would walk away for like 10 seconds and get hit, knocked down again.
Yeah.
Get up, walk away, and it just happened like 5 times in a row.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that's why they put that in, was because they had made the combat harder with all the guys with their helmets, all the guys with their shields, where you can't do anything against them. Yeah.
It's just a pain.
Yes.
Unfortunate.
It is unfortunate.
So 6 more chapters, I think.
Yeah.
So
I'm curious as to see like what's going to happen with the end, because the end of the first one was unreal, crazy, just absolutely bananas.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, I don't know if they're going to be able to build to that.
Yeah. Who knows?
I was hoping that this whole thing with the guy, with the main slaver guy, was going to be way better than it was. I was like, okay, we can do this. Yeah, okay, this is
I figured we were going to fight him or something, but no, we had to fight generic guards again.
Yeah. Yeah, and it all led up to a really, really bad fight for the chapter.
Lame chapter.
Yeah, very anticlimactic, I think, on this chapter.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see in 6 more chapters to see if it's actually what happens?
Once I get the ability to recover crossbow bolts, who knows? Maybe my mind will change on it. But right now, like, it's just a pain. So, who knows?
Yeah. You know what's not a pain?
No.
Patreon.com/StreamVoidPod.
Ah.
You can get in there. You can support this stream and this podcast for just $1 a month. And that'll give you access to all of the bonus content, the pre-show content, the post-show content, which I rolled into one giant wavy boy.
Wow.
Yes. You're going to get access to this podcast today, the day we are recording, which is Sunday, instead of Wednesday when it comes out on the podcatchers.
Yes.
And then you'll get access to our bonus content, which we need to film some more bonus content.
Yes.
And we will. I'm going to make a deadline. Put it in Trello.
Oh, my God. Okay.
And we'll get our potted meat taste test going.
I'm ready.
Yes. Yeah, just $1 a month. You get access to all these bonus content features and stuff like that. And you get to be, thanked by us at some point.
Yes.
At some point. But yes, let's talk about the news.
Okay.
New YouTube policies are demonetizing more game content.
Oh.
This sounds pretty bad, but it's actually just there are demonetizing like violence in video games more broadly.
Mm-hmm.
Not really anything else in the video games. And these policies are also affecting to or applying to creator backlogs. So if you've played a violent game in the past and you're making money off of it, you might not be making money off of it anymore.
Yeah.
They didn't really go into detail in this article about what kind of violence and how violent and ultra gore it has to be for that to happen. But they are saying that violence is being demonetized.
Yeah, there's some other stuff too. Apparently, like if your video has a swear word in the first 15 seconds or something like that now too, it will be demonetized.
Yeah.
Which is like, why are you swearing in the first 15 seconds of your video? That's kind of weird.
Yeah. That's so people are actually like reserving swear words for like the ending of their videos.
Fuck. Yeah. I mean, it sucks, but whatever.
Yeah, it's turning less into YouTube. It's not YouTube now, it's UsTube.
UsTube, yeah.
It's MyTube.
They've been going that way for a while now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, removing the dislikes from videos publicly so you can't see them. And this, I don't know. It's kind of, I mean, like even when YouTube first started up, you couldn't swear on YouTube.
No?
No. There was no swearing on YouTube.
Huh.
Everything was edited that way. There was no like curse words allowed or anything like that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I remember way back in the day. And like you couldn't have a video longer than 10 minutes, I think, like something like that. So there's like a lot of changes, but I mean, it's like a, company owned by Google.
Yeah.
They're like an advertising company.
Yeah, they got to keep it advertiser friendly.
They're doing it because that's what advertisers want. That's why they got rid of the dislike totals.
Yeah.
Well, it's like when an advertiser has their video disliked 30,000 times, doesn't look too good.
No, I guess not.
It's not even like it's an advertisement. It's like the companies that buy advertising. It's like EA is like, we have like the most downvoted video of all time on YouTube. Like that doesn't look too good for them to want to buy more advertising on your platform. So
yeah, I guess that makes sense.
That's why they did that sort of stuff. So it sucks, but I don't get paid by YouTube, so it doesn't affect me at all.
Not yet.
They need to change it so it's easier to get monetized. Lower the threshold. I don't know, 4,000 hours? That seems like a lot of watched hours.
That is a lot of watched hours.
Maybe 1,000. Like on YouTube, not YouTube, Twitch, like if you calculate how many watched hours you need to get affiliate on there, it's like nothing.
Yeah.
Like what do you need?
It's like 48.
Three viewers? Three average viewers?
3 average viewers?
With like 70, I don't even remember. It's like nothing.
I think it's like 7 days a month.
Yeah. 3 average viewers, 7 streams in a month.
Yeah. It's not even time based.
Yeah,
it's
but even if you did the math on it, it's like, like 40 hours of watch time.
Yeah, and you could just have streamed for an hour on those days.
It's crazy. So, whatever.
Yes.
They just don't want to pay more money to more people.
No, and I mean, that's their prerogative, really.
Yeah, I guess so, but I don't know. It'd be nice if there was some other like alternative to YouTube if they didn't have a monopoly on like video.
Go to
streaming.
Vimeo.
Who uses Vimeo?
or
Can't even
yeah,
name
fair
another.
point. I can't even name one.
Can't even
Fair
name
point.
another one. Yeah, so I guess TikTok maybe. Like they could probably.
Yeah, but they're not long form.
Yeah, but they could do it.
They could do it, but the whole thing about TikTok is that it is short form, so
Yeah.
people are more inclined to do short form content, I think, now.
Yeah, but they could do an alternative to YouTube if they wanted to.
Yeah, they could. They could. That would
Let's do
I
it.
think it would lose its charm, though.
Well, just
Charm.
not
quote,
really.
unquote.
Like I wouldn't say it would be like part of TikTok, but they could do it as a
Yeah, they
separate
could do
thing.
a separate thing for sure.
Yeah. So, I mean, YouTube's going into the TikTok market with their shorts, so
Yep.
why not go the other way?
Yeah,
Come on,
it's true.
TikTok, you fucking bitch. Come on.
Do it.
Yeah. It sucks.
Yes. Something else that sucks.
Uh-huh.
Some Overwatch 2 fans are calling Widowmaker's new skin pay to lose.
What?
Yeah.
What does that
So
mean?
her Medusa skin is just released.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, the sounds that she makes, you can hear it from across the map.
Oh.
So you can hear her footsteps coming up at you from like so far away. I watched a little video they had of that. I'm like, holy man, you can hear her all the way back at spawn coming up to you.
Oh, that's weird.
So
so
then-
it's just like a glitch.
Yeah,
on
it's
the-
just like a glitch. That skin just makes her footsteps so loud.
Oh well, they'll fix that. No problem.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny listening to that clip because it's like you're like way back at like the point she starts at spawn. You can hear her slowly walking up all the way through the map. I'm like, oh my god.
It's got some Apex sound problems going on there.
Yeah, but Apex you can't hear, whereas this one you can.
Well, I mean, sometimes
I choose to hear rather than not hear.
Sometimes in Apex, it'd be like you hear all the sounds from across the map.
Oh yeah. I remember when that was going on.
Yeah.
Like when they first introduced that one
The
one map and you could hear like the things going off from across the map.
Yeah.
And everyone would hear it too.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny.
So whoever made the skin like had the little snake sounds or footsteps, and instead of typing sound level 10, they did sound level 100.
Yeah.
It's like oopsie poopsie.
Yeah. I imagine that's going to get fixed really quickly.
Oh, yeah.
If it's not already fixed.
Oh yeah, they'll fix it for sure.
Yeah.
They'll fix it. They've removed skins for other reasons and brought them back when they are fixed up. So
Yep.
Well, same thing with remember that one map they had where if you shot like the box, it would like drop everyone's frame rate down to like 1 frame a second.
Yeah.
And they took the whole map out till they fixed it. Yeah, they'll fix it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They have to. If they want to sell this skin, they got to fix it.
Yep.
They want to make money, they got to fix this skin. Otherwise, it's not going to be making much money for them.
That is true.
Yes.
No segue.
Okay.
Mounting your PS5 vertically might lead to catastrophic failure from liquid metal leakage.
What?
So, Sony has done this thing where they have, instead of thermal paste, it's like a liquid metal that attaches that does the thermal transference to the heatsink from the CPU. I've actually seen people delid their PS5s and like see the liquid metal. It's pretty cool.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
actually just like a liquid metal. Looks like a mercury,
Yeah.
but it's not.
Oh.
And so one repair shop was repairing a PS5 and they found that the liquid metal from that CPU had leaked
Oh.
into the motherboard and caused it to short out.
Oh.
And this is the only time anyone's ever heard of that happening. So that's probably like a 1 in a million fault.
Mm-hmm.
But they're all like, oh my God, mounting your PS5 vertically is going to screw it up. And I'm pretty sure everyone's freaking out.
I have mine vertical the whole time. It's never been on its side.
No, and why would it be? Because it takes up its footprint when it's on its side is gigantic.
I know.
You might as well put like an old VHS
Yeah,
recorder down
basically.
there or VHS player.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
essentially the same size.
Yeah. So I wonder if I should lay mine down. I mean, I guess there's only been one thing.
Yeah, there's been one report, and yeah,
But he
that
probably
was it.
dropped his PlayStation 2.
Probably dropped it, dislodged the heatsink, which made it leak.
I never knew that they used liquid metal.
Yeah,
I never
it's-
knew
it's
there
pretty
was a different
interesting.
liquid metal than mercury.
Yeah, it's probably some amalgamation of stuff. I actually watched DIY Perks make a PS5 Slim by
Oh yeah.
by delidding it at all, and I saw the liquid metal in there when he was cleaning it up. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
You just take like the PS5's not that big. inside of that fucking gigantic,
No, it's tiny.
gigantic case
Yeah.
they got. They just did that for aesthetics.
Yeah.
The world's stupidest aesthetics, but whatever.
Yeah, you put it in this tiny little copper box. It's like 2 centimeters high.
Yeah.
And then it's all liquid cooled in there. And then it has like a huge hoses coming out the back to a giant radiator power supply. So it looks really slim on the front, but when you look underneath the desk and where the hoses are going, it's just like this giant radiator.
Nice.
Yeah, super cool. It's like all hand done in copper sheets.
Oh.
And so he's like carved the channel in the copper sheets and like done all the soldering and soldered them all together. It looks really dope. I highly recommend you check the video out. Or at least see the results.
I probably could do that to my PS5 if I wanted to.
Probably.
I just don't want to, though. That's the only reason I haven't done it.
Yeah. Here's something they haven't done yet.
Uh-huh.
Games with loot boxes officially banned for minors in Germany.
Okay.
So this title is incredibly clickbait.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like you go into the article and they're like, yeah, they're passing this legislation that could ban them. And I was like, come on.
Oh, yeah.
So, beginning January 1st, which was, 7 days ago, 2023, new rules will apply to entertainment software for new video games that arrive on the market. In the future, in addition to content relevant to the protection of minors, the presence of loot boxes will result in the game receiving a stricter rating to indicate it's not suitable for children.
So, is it paid loot boxes or just loot boxes in general?
I think it's just loot boxes in general.
Because I don't mind if it's just free.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't really... Like... I don't know, man. Is a coin block in Mario Brothers a loot box?
It sure is.
Because
but you don't have to pay for it.
But if I don't jump fast enough, I don't get any coins.
That's true.
So is that a loot box?
That's actually random. It's actually not. There's a set amount of coins you can get, and it's always like set by the frame.
Oh yeah. But you know what I'm saying, anyway.
Yes, I do know what you're saying.
Yeah. If they're free, I don't see it being that big of a deal. It is kind of gambling for kids, but if you can earn them in the game and you don't have to, there's no paying of real money, then I don't see why you would need to stop kids from playing them. But yeah, if it's paid, that's a little different.
So one Canadian YouTuber I started watching, Dangerously Funny, I think he's Canadian.
Okay.
It sounds like he's Canadian. He's been playing a lot of Roblox. And so I've been watching his Roblox content.
Oh my god.
And because I'm not allowed to play Roblox on stream, I've actually been really enjoying some of the stuff that he has been putting out.
Mm-hmm.
But the loot boxes are unreal. Like there are so many loot boxes in the games that he's playing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you have your one tier of loot boxes, and then you have your next tier of loot boxes, and there's like 10 loot boxes in there, and then your next tier of loot boxes in order to get these pets, which you can use to, further better your stats for whatever game that you're playing. So like there's one where you run really fast. And that's all it is like you go into the field, you run as fast as you can throughout the thing and get as far as you can, as fast as you can. And then you go back and you get loot boxes with little pets that increase your running skill.
Yeah.
And there are so many loot boxes in these games that you can pay with real money Robux to buy.
Well, that's because there's no oversight in Roblox. It's like you make a game, that's cool. We give you the tools, you do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
So there's no one looking out for it.
Yeah.
Surprised they haven't cracked down on that, but they make a lot of money from it, so that's probably why they're not doing it.
Yeah.
But by crackdown, I mean actual Roblox company, not government oversight.
Yeah, for sure.
God damn, that game sucks.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Roblox overall is pretty bad.
Yeah, agreed.
For more than just that. So.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. This is Germany only. I know a lot of the EU countries are passing this kind of legislation where
I think it's already like that in I don't know where it is, Denmark or Sweden or something like that.
Yeah, I remember talking about that last year where they had
in Apex you can't get any loot boxes. So Buddy has a bunch of different what are they called? The relics, or what do they call them? They're little
heirlooms.
The heirlooms. He has a whole bunch of them because he just saves all his whatever it is, crafting materials, and just buys the heirlooms because there's no way to get them otherwise.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So, I can't remember what country it was though.
That'd be sweet. Sweet if we could just craft heirlooms.
Yep, you got to move to Denmark or something.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Next up,
Mhm.
System Shock remake.
Oh.
System Shock remake. Got a release date.
You must be excited for this one. This must be on the hype level.
It's the hype level's up there.
I don't know. Every time there's System Shock news, it makes it onto the podcast.
Sure does.
So there must be some hype level there.
So this is the System Shock remake, remaster, re-everything.
Yeah.
And it's slated to come out in March. So
Smart,
in Q1.
Wow.
And she's gonna be there, and I'm definitely gonna pick it up,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm definitely gonna pencil it into Trello to see if I can find time to play it. I'll have to do a what is on it.
Yeah.
I'll have to do a what is. That's gonna go straight into my ideas board.
Oh my God, he's doing it right now, live.
No, I'm not actually doing it live. I'm not actually doing
damn
it live.
Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, it's exciting because a lot of people were like, "Well, this game's never coming out." Blah blah blah. They took our money and
Yeah.
got out of here.
Does this one have chapters?
Yes, it'll have chapters.
Oh.
Because it'll have levels.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I've never played System Shock ever.
No?
No, I watched a review of it from Grimbeard,
Yep.
the goth gamer,
Yep.
and it didn't look too good. I gotta say,
It's
for the original. It's pretty old.
It's very old. It's
So.
DOS based.
Yeah,
The first one.
so I might be interested in a remake.
Yeah. I played System Shock in the DOS release in this very house.
Oh my,
when it first came out.
good God, that's 100 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy.
It was a good time.
So March 2023.
Yep.
Just pencil it in your streaming schedule.
Yep. I'll have to do it.
Exciting.
Yes.
Wait to see it.
All right. Cyberpunk 2077 lawsuit settles for $1.85 million.
Okay.
So a federal judge in California has given the go-ahead for a settlement in the Cyberpunk 2077 lawsuit investors brought against publisher CD Projekt Red following the rocky launch of the futuristic RPG game.
So against investors? So what, shareholders?
Yeah, the shareholders and investors brought this lawsuit against them because they were like, hey, it didn't go well. Give us our money.
Okay.
So-
is that the way you invest in a company? If it doesn't meet your market expectation,
guess.
you can sue them?
I guess.
That's weird.
I mean, they...
I'm sure it's
it-
more like it's based off of the CG Projekt Red's claims of what the game was going to be like,
It could be.
which was not delivered upon at all. So
Yeah. So CD Projekt Red will pay $1.85 million USD to the group of investors, but will not be required to admit to any
Oh.
of the specified charges in the lawsuit.
Okay, it's one of those ones.
Yeah.
It's one of
It's like,
those
yeah.
ones.
I mean, we didn't do anything. It's
Yeah.
like, well, yeah, just give them a little money just to
Yeah.
shut them up.
We will pay, but we don't agree with the findings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably because they said, oh, it's going to be like, the game is going to be like this, and then it was like released in such a poor state that you could sue. But it's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, if it's just because it was, investment gone bad, it's like, that's part of the risk of investing.
Yeah.
Like, will it go well or will it go bad?
Yeah.
So, I'm not going to get any of that.
Nope.
I don't own any CD Projekt Red, so
That's too bad.
I'll be
Could've-
okay.
You'd have got your $5.
Yeah, exactly. It's based off of shares or what? There's
I
more
don't
than
know.
1.85 million shares, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a class action, so you won't
Yeah.
get a good share of it. Anyway.
Oh well, they turned it around. Like, so now what happens? Like, they can be like, oh, CD Projekt Red can be like, well, the game sold so well, it's like a darling of the world. We made tons of money off of it. Now you have to pay us back.
It could be.
Like, all they had to do was wait, and now it's like golden. Everyone loves it.
Yeah. Maybe.
Oh well.
I don't think it's gonna be a Hello Games kind of turnaround. A No Man's Sky anime redemption arc,
It's already done, dude. It won like the Labor of Love award from the Steam Awards.
Yeah, not a lot of people are happy about that.
Well, then they shouldn't have voted that way, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, it was voted by the people, so
it
like,
was voted by the people.
sorry, like, it wasn't like Gabe Newell woke up and was like, yeah, give it to Cyberpunk. Like, it was voted for, so obviously if it came out on top, that's the Labor of Love. Sorry.
Yep. Too bad.
I know it's too bad that your favorite game didn't win, but oh well.
Oh well.
I mean, should it have won the Labor of Love? Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Should've-
If
I
anything,
think
No
it's-
Man's Sky should have won Labor of Love again.
No, it should have been like Labor of Love. No, dude, more like friggin' Project Zomboid or like, I don't even know, RimWorld, something
Dwarf Fortress.
It did finally come to Steam.
It did finally come out. It's
It's
finally 1.0.
but yeah, maybe Cyberpunk shouldn't have been in the running. That I could understand being upset about.
When did that game come out?
Cyberpunk?
Yeah, 21.
The end of 2020.
End of 20. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
I mean, they have spruced it up, maybe
but
a
like,
little bit.
it's not a labor of love. It was, they have to do it.
Yeah.
They didn't do it because it was a labor of love. It was done because, we fucked up. We better fix our fuck up.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Just delay your game. Make it come out when it's ready.
It'd be coming out last month.
And that's fine. Everyone would have been okay with it, except for the investors, which sued them anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Okay, next up. Desktop graphics card sales reach lowest point since 2005.
They go from the height of heights, 2019 to 2020.
Yeah.
To the depths of, I don't know, 2005.
With crypto mining being on the decline, like bottom of the barrel now, and everyone's got graphics cards burnout from the 30 series launch, I feel like it
doesn't help that they finally were like, yes, you can go into a store and buy a 30 series one.
Yeah.
But now we have the 40 series. It's like, why didn't you just not release the 40 series now? Like, wait another year, make them even better, then release the 40 series.
Yeah.
Also, the prices are ridiculous.
For 40 series?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not at MSRP at all.
No, they are now, but even the MSRPs are ridiculous.
The 40 series?
Yeah.
No, they're still above MSRP, I think.
No, I think scalpers are having trouble selling them now, but even the MSRP is too high. They're way too expensive.
I thought it was comparable to the 30 series.
They're too high too.
In any case, you can get graphics cards right now. You can get CPUs right now. You can build whole new systems right now. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. The only thing, I was looking at video cards, the only thing that I wasn't able to find was 3080 Ti's. Couldn't find any.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't look very hard, though, so.
No.
I was like, what's a 3080 Ti going for right now? I need an upgrade.
Do you?
I do, but I'm going to get a used card.
The main problem is just that the 30 series was impossible to find.
Yeah.
And everyone finally was able to buy one. And they're like, no, that's the old and busted. Now you need the new hotness. It's like, dude, it was literally like a year ago where I couldn't even buy a 30 series one. And now you want me to buy a 40 series one? Fuck you. Hell with that.
Well, it's just like the 5000 Ryzen 5000 series. Now we're on the 7000 series.
Yeah, but that's a little different though.
What came out almost the same time?
Yeah, but was there really a thing like I can't buy a Ryzen?
It was difficult when the 5000 first came out, but
not impossible.
No, it wasn't as bad as video cards.
Whereas you have to like send from a buddy in the States up here to get one.
I did that.
I know. It wasn't like that for the CPU. CPU is different too.
Yes.
It's not the same sexy GPU.
No, it's just a chip that gets hidden.
Yeah.
Whereas your sexy GPU stands out and everyone gets to see it.
Yeah. 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 It's just, anyways.
1080 Ti's though, still $400.
Yeah. It's still fine.
Yep.
Still good.
Yep.
Gets the job done.
Sure does. I need to get something better for the VR machine because it's got my old 1060 in it. And it just doesn't pull its weight when it's trying to drive two 90 hertz displays.
No.
Flicker my eyeballs.
Yeah. Exactly.
I need something a little bit more robust in there.
Robust. Okay. All right.
All right. Last article to talk about today is Facebook gaming viewership grew by 21% during November.
What?
That's huge.
Why?
21%. I have no idea.
That's crazy.
Yes. Yeah, that's pretty big.
So what is going on over at Facebook Gaming?
I don't know. Like, why are people watching Facebook gaming in November?
Did they have some sort of event going on that we don't know about?
I don't know. It is the only gaming service that saw growth in November.
Well, I guess, too, like, it's a little easier to grow on Facebook when it's just like, just embed a fucking gaming stream on everyone's Facebook page.
That's true.
Just serve it up to him every day.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that happens to me all the time. Like one of the streamers I follow, probably Garrett, is an Apex streamer, and his feed just shows up and the video just automatically starts playing. So I'm sure he's getting views off that.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, it is by hours watched. So I don't know, maybe if I leave my Facebook feed open on that thing, it just racks them up.
Probably. Well, of course.
Artificially inflate them numbers.
Of course. That looks good to the advertiser.
It sure does.
Of course Facebook would count that time. Are you kidding me? Might have to make that switch to Facebook gaming, I guess.
Gross.
I don't know, man. It's been a while since I streamed on Facebook. Maybe I should just do it to see what's new over
You're
there.
doing it right now?
Okay, I guess that's not. I haven't done it personally in a long time.
Yes.
To see what's new over there. It was always like interesting. Like the analytics and stuff was always way better than on Twitch or even YouTube, I think. Just it has more information and all that stuff.
I think it has more information because Facebook literally has more information on all of its users than anybody else.
Company, so
yeah.
Yeah, I might have to just do it just to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Check it out. See what's new over there. See how it works. If anything's improved or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I have time to do any of that.
What do you mean to time? You just hit the go live button.
Doing what though?
Playing
I'm so
a
busy
game.
doing other stuff. You got to find time to play the games.
Well, next time you're streaming, you just
I'll just have
try
to
with Facebook.
Go Facebook instead of Twitch.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just recording for other videos, so
Yeah.
might as well.
Why not?
Might as well.
Who knows? Maybe you just become instant Facebook superstar.
Oh, yes.
Just #1 streamer instantly.
#1 Facebook streamer.
Markiplier's moved to Facebook gaming. What? That's crazy.
I know. Did you see that post I did in the Discord?
Of what?
Of me and I searched for my, I did a Google search for my thumbnail, and the first match was Markiplier.
Oh, no, I didn't see that. I'll have
Yeah.
to check it out later. They thought you were Markiplier, right?
Yeah, it did.
Well, they're like, this dude is in cam loops right now, and we know Markiplier was there filming his show.
Must be him.
Must be him.
I must be Markiplier.
Yes. So next time they're filming next season here, you'll have to be like, does he need a body double?
Yeah.
Or does he need a stunt double or something?
Yes.
Or
In my
is there
advanced age, I can definitely be a stunt double.
or is there an episode where he needs his someone that looks like him because it's like a weirdo show?
Yeah, right. Easy. We could do it.
Yep, exactly.
Mark, hit me up.
Exactly.
Let's collab on this.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. Yep. All right, guys. That's going to wrap up this show.
Yes.
The first show of 2023.
It is the year of our Lord 2023.
It is. If you guys are listening to this on the podcatchers, on the Googles, on the YouTubes, on the whatever,
Yes.
leave us a comment.
Yes.
Leave us a review.
Yes.
Share us with a friend.
That
You
as well.
have to. It's literally required by law for you to share us with a friend.
It is.
Even if they don't like us. And I don't see why they would
Exactly.
not like us.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not? Whatever.
Yeah. All right, guys. We will see you again in 1 week's time.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I was like, how do I do this outro?
How do we do it?
I don't even know.
How do we
Ripstick,
do it?
what's happening, man?
Tank, I'm late. That's all right.
Tank's late. Oh, my. Okay.
Those movies were so bad. Yes, they were.
Remux.
Isn't that the Halloween plot from a few years ago? What was the plot we were talking about? Oh, streaming from the Halloween house. Oh, yeah, that was like H2O. Yeah. Corn has the juice. Jack the brightness. 80 moons is not 2 weeks. No. Hagraven. Yes. Pee caca. That was my suggestion. Tank, yes. Lupin was your suggestion, and it was fine until the end, I think, more or less.
It was fine until it wasn't.
It was fine, but like he was so stupid. Just that whole scene where they took the videotape, the original, to the TV show and didn't make a backup, and we were like, well, we got fucked. It's like, you guys are stupid.
Yeah, that really did it.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my god.
Also, the fact that he's like the worst dad of all time to his son. He's like a millionaire, and his son can't even eat like macaroni.
Yeah.
Just stupid. But
yeah,
whatever.
the suspension of disbelief could not be suspended any longer with how idiotic he was.
And even the cops were stupid as hell. Like, do you remember when he like did a call in and be like, "Oh, I'm wearing a tan colored jacket and black pants. It's Lupin. Come talk to me. I'm at the train station." And he described the other guy that was with him. So they just arrested the other guy. It's like so stupid.
Yes, that was ridiculous.
Yeah. So whatever.
Yep.
But I mean, the acting was fine in it.
Oh yeah,
The directing was fine in it.
it was great.
The cinematography was good. The special effects were good. But this writing was just like, oh, baby. I don't know about this. But anyways, next week, Weebus Plebus recording. Make sure you've got 7, 8, and 9 in your brain holes.
Yes, the last 3 episodes of Arcane.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll need to figure out something after that.
Yes, go ahead and make a suggestion.
Exactly. What are your plans for the rest of today, Michael T33?
I need to start some printing. I need to get some editing in.
Oh, yeah.
I need to do some stretching.
I'm
going to start pulling out everything from over there, going through it, trying to get my treadmill unblocked.
Very good.
So I can start running.
And
as you can see, I've already doctored the office up a little bit, gotten rid of this monitor, put the mixer over here, trying to clean it up a little bit more in here so it's less cluttered. And this looks actually way better without that monitor there.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I noticed it was different, but I didn't really didn't really tell why.
I was sick of having this mess just crammed right here and the monitor there and it was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I also redid all the smart plugs in here so that when I
so they actually work.
So they actually work because the other ones would disconnect like every day. I had to like unplug them, plug them back in. They work for the day, and then they disconnect the next day. I was like, "What the hell?"
So what was the problem with them?
They just won't stay connected to the Wi-Fi.
So you got new smart plugs?
I got new smart plugs.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they're cheap now.
Yeah, it was weird. Like when it was like, I need some smart plugs that work with the Alexa, and then it was like, oh, Amazon doesn't actually make any. You just have to get some other shitty ones that work with Alexa.
Yeah,
it's like that sucks balls. So whatever.
Yes.
No, I'm going to go edit the podcast video, and then I have to go out for dinner.
Ooh, a little dinner going out for.
Yep.
Where are you going?
Kelly O'Brien's.
Oh, there's no denying. You will have a good time because you can eat, drink, be Irish.
and or be Irish. Yeah, not that anyone would want to be Irish.
I don't know. You never know.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I know.
What is everyone in chat doing for the rest of the day?
I'm gonna have some pachos probably. Maybe I'll get a side of pacho sauce to take with me.
Oh,
it's always good. Sometimes I remember I went there one time, and the waitress was like, coming back to get everyone's drinks. She's like, "Oh, what is everybody having?" And they were like, "Oh, I had Pepsi iced tea, whatever." And she just took all the cups together all at once, refilled them up, and just came back and was like, "Spread out these cups."
Here you go, figure it out.
I don't think this was my cup. So I'm going to do a hot dose of whatever. Damn. Hot shot. It gets you killed.
Ha 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 ha.
Thankfully, I had not turned in my drink, so I didn't have like someone else's cup.
Oh, nice.
It was at like, actually it was at, I think it was Dean's birthday at Kelly O'Brien's one time. Yeah, that's what it was. It was very weird. Very weird way to do your waitressing job. It's like maybe it was your first day or something. I don't know. But I don't know. I thought they just give you new glass. Anyways, it was very weird. Must have been her first day.
Yeah, they normally give you a new glass.
Yeah. So
get all the schmoo off your old one.
Exactly. So whatever. It is what it is. What's your streaming schedule next week?
I don't know. We'll see how my other tasks go and if I can find time to get ahead.
Not listed in your Trello?
Nope.
You don't have it?
I might do another one on Tuesday because I'm going to need more footage for the Dome Keeper.
What is Dome Keeper? Interesting. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to see what is Dome Keeper.
Yes.
It's been a while. What was the last one you did?
That's a good question.
That mech one?
Maybe. Let me look at my YouTube here.
What was the mech one called? Rift Breaker?
Rift Breaker? No, I played Rift Breaker, but I didn't do it. What is on Rift Breaker?
No, you did. Because I remember I shit all over it on the Discord. No, I didn't shit all over it, but I remember I did the... Wait, maybe I'm not thinking of the Rift Breaker. What was the one where it was like the isometric grid-based one? We were fighting bugs from underground.
Yeah, that's... What is that?
I didn't shit all over it, but I said what I thought could have been improved on it.
Yes, and these things...
And it wasn't Rift Breaker?
No.
Into the Breach.
Into the Breach.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely need more of that happening before the video goes up.
You don't need everyone just kissing your ass before?
No. It needs to be shit on.
I didn't shit on it. I just said, like, this is what I don't like about it.
Yeah.
And then you improved it immediately afterwards.
Yes.
And it was much better.
That's the plan. Having a second set of eyes on stuff to go through it and be like, hey, yeah, this kind of sucks here. And be like, yep.
Well, I didn't think it sucked. It was just like, I was like, you didn't explain this key mechanic. You talk like I should know what it's all about. Maybe explain it. And what's this weirdo music that you've got going in here? And there was, I can't remember what other thing I said about it. Those were the two I remember, though. Yes.
Must improve.
Yes.
All improvements must have.
Yes.
Man, I am, slowly getting everything moved over to the new channel, like all the vlogs. And I'm like, oh my God, what a pain.
Why didn't you do them like to debut like one a day?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't, because they've already been out.
Yeah, it's the new channel.
That's true. Because I didn't want to have like one debuting every day and then a new one come out.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to do like a pack and then a new one and then a pack and then a new one.
All right. That's fine. Just wondering. Don't bite my head off.
Ah! Ah!
Oh my God.
Salad.
He's upset. I've upset him.
Yeah, that was just the idea on that.
Fair enough. I watched some of them, but I've seen them all already.
Yes,
so
you have.
I was like, I don't need to watch them again.
No, you don't. They're just getting moved over. Nobody needs to watch them.
Then why do it?
Just get them off the other channel.
Okay. I did watch the hot salad one again, though.
Yes.
Terrible. Just terrible. Just disgusting, man. Wilted salad all over the place.
Love it.
No, terrible.
Oh.
I do like a nice Caesar salad with chicken on it, but not that way.
I like hot chicken on my salad.
I like it warm, but you don't pour it like steaming right off the fucking frying pan into the lettuce.
I used to make a salad where it'd be like bacon in honey garlic sauce, and I don't know what else I put in there. Maybe just like bacon and ham and honey garlic, and then I would get my salad together, get cheese on my salad, put all that into the cheese so it'd all be melted in there, and then wrap that all up in the salad. Mm-hmm. So good.
Your wilted salad?
Yeah.
Your brown salad leaves?
Oh, it wouldn't last that long. I just devour it immediately before it got brown.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'll allow it.
Yeah, trying to find all the like... Because I wasn't very organized, and I'm trying to be more organized, but I wasn't very organized when I was doing all these vlogs, so everything is kind of everywhere, and some of it is nowhere. Like the very first one, don't know where the files are for that. I had to download it from YouTube. I think there was 3 or 4 I had to download from YouTube because I couldn't find the files.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The What is Barony continues to get views.
Nice.
Like 1 or 2 here or there.
What is Barony?
What is Barony?
What's the joke I always make? Oh yeah, what is Dodon Dachi Daifukatsu?
yeah, that's the one.
It's a good classic shoot 'em up.
It is a good classic shmup.
Yeah, I love it.
What is shmup?
What is Moochie Moochie pork and pink sweets?
Yeah, I got 23 days to get the rest of those vlogs over, so it's not high on my importance list.
No, that's okay. I like Moochie Moochie pork. It's a good one. You're just flying pig girls shooting other pigs. It's pretty fun.
I think I've set too many deadlines for next week.
Well, it's a iterative process.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out how it goes. If it's too much, you just adjust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
But I need an editor for sure.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's the time-consuming part. Everything else is easy.
Yeah.
The editor is the hard part.
Very hard part.
Oh, well. I don't know. The more you do it, the faster it gets. It used to take me forever to do these stupid podcast videos. Now it's just like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Boom. Ready to go. So. Yeah.
Yes. All right. I'm hungry.
I was going to say, I need some lunch.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you guys again in 1 week's time.
Goodbye.
Actually, sooner than that.
What? How so?
We'll go soon.